Welcome to That's Absurd Podcast, your source for everything hip-hop, pop culture, sports, and more. Tune in, subscribe, enjoy.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of That's Absurd Podcast. I go by the name of Juno, a.k.a. Melvo.
It's your boy, G-Nate P.
And your boy, Swerve.
I see y'all fellas left out all the AKAs this week.
That was 1 week, bro.
What you've been this whole last week? You've been thinking of AKAs for yourself?
I didn't. I
couldn't find nothing.
I just assumed that Juno's just gonna ring off, and I was like, just right now, I was thinking, oh shit, I didn't even think of it.
I got it. It's your boy Nate, OG Nate P, AKA Fat Patat.
What y'all boys been up to?
AKA can't get it right. AKA always late, never on time. AKA
no,
I ain't always
Mr. Potato Head in the face ass nigga.
Maybe late, but always on time. That's different.
Let me see. This past weekend, let me see what I did. This past weekend, I had the United Negro College Fund walk. I did that Saturday morning. That was a good time. Let me see what else I did. Sunday. I don't recall what I did Sunday. I think my wife had a play date at the house. I made sure they was good to go on their little play date with the kids. Had me out there buying charcuterie boards and shit.
Charcuterie.
Shit like that, you know. Bougie mom shit.
Entertaining.
Yeah, because, you know, I'll slap that meat and cheese paws on
some crackers.
And some crackers on a damn plastic cutting board. You don't need no damn fucking charcuterie boards are so fucking expensive for no reason. They're the same fucking shit as a cutting board.
Yeah.
Shit is crazy.
It's just a cutting board. It's just a board.
But if you can just get a cutting board and it'll be cheaper than if you get something called a charcuterie board.
Where
it's
it has
ridiculous.
Sections for the different.
It don't have sections. Them shits be flat too.
Oh, so what's the point?
The name,
bro. So I just went in there. I bought a fucking a cutting board with a handle on it. Saved me some money.
Yeah, I needed this cutting board anyway.
But other than that, I didn't really do shit other than that play date and the walk. What about y'all?
This past weekend, I don't think I did a damn thing. This weekend went by fairly quick. Just chilled at the house. Yeah, I didn't do nothing surprisingly this past weekend. No birthdays or anything, you know. So as I get ready.
Don't you got a birthday coming up?
Yeah, October.
What is it? October what?
That birthday fund right there. 22nd.
What's the birthday fund at?
100.
You sure?
Like 150, maybe even 200.
That's 100, bro.
What's supposed to go to next year? It's supposed to go up next year, right?
It's supposed to go up to where you get a band 1,500.
1,500 for everybody at their birthday?
No, so that's collectively everybody's gonna send you enough to be 1,500.
I don't know about that one.
Right.
That don't sound right.
It's only increasing by like $30.
How do we go up to 1,500? We were just like at 700 something. How do you jump from 700 to 15?
It's at 1,000 right now, ain't it? No, it's at 700.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We said we're gonna bring it up to 1,000 and divide the 1,000 by 7.
Is it 7 or 8? How many people in now?
I mean, it's 8, but you're not gonna send yourself the money.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll get it up to 1,000 after this go around starting January. What about you, Sor? What you been up to this past week?
This past week, I went to Palm Beach again. My nieces, my oldest niece, she had her sweet 16 on Sunday. It was pretty good. She had like a nude theme.
Nude?
I realized the people's
nude theme?
Definition. Nude.
Like naked or nude the color?
Yeah,
you gotta
like
be
the color naked.
Okay.
Not really nude. We're not walking around naked at a 16-year-old's party.
So is that's everyone in their skin color that you dress in the color that's close to your skin tone?
No, it's just a skin tone. It doesn't
No,
have to be your
yeah,
skin
Nate.
tone.
That's
Nude.
kind of odd. So if I come that bit with white flesh tone, that's
Yeah,
cool.
people were in there with white flesh
Black folks
tones.
with pink with the
Yes, tans, browns, dark browns, peaches. I mean, I guess not peach, but whatever. If it's a skin color, you can wear it. And it was the hardest thing. I couldn't find nothing to wear, and I'm like, can I wear black? I've seen people the shade of black.
I guess.
Black is a skin tone. What up,
My
Kai?
boy.
Black is a skin tone. White is not a skin tone. Even albinos don't be white. But yeah, that's all I did. Just a sweet 16. I guess the day before I went to Palm Beach and I was trying to help my sister move. She's moving back to Florida. So I was helping her move her stuff.
How are you helping her move? And I thought so. She's moving back to Florida.
She's moving back to Florida. She just loaded up her car, drove from Georgia because she's helping take care of my dad while he's sick. So she just left all her stuff, sold a bunch of her stuff, and then whatever she could take, she took in the car, and she just came back to Florida.
Okay.
Somebody had to do it. I couldn't do it.
Couldn't do what?
Take care of my dad while he's sick this whole time. He's been having my brother and my uncle watch him, but he needs somebody like there like full time to help him really.
Is that during his recovery and all that?
Yeah, he's been doing
How often he does chemo?
every 2 weeks, every other Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah, you
It's
definitely
crazy.
need somebody there.
Well, actually, it's not every 2 weeks. It's supposed to be every Wednesday. So by the time he takes one, he does it on a Wednesday. He's supposed to be. I mean, I guess he gets sick. He feels a little crappy for those couple of days, and then he starts getting better again. And right when he starts feeling better
You
again,
take another hit. Yeah.
it's time to go again.
It's
And if
crazy
you go there for that chemo and you're not like rested or you're not feeling good, they'll just make you wait another week.
It's crazy how everyone thinks they have time. So you figure when you're a young kid, you're a teenager, you get to grow up. Then after that, you get to chill. Then as you get older, you get to take care of your parents. But you don't really have the time from which you get to actually have no responsibility, like from no kids to, because what happens is you get to be a teenager or free. It's about only 20 years. And after that, if it's even that, then after that, you have either your own kids. And by the time your kids are out the door, you think the time between your kids are out the door and you get your freedom back, and the time you not have to take care of your parents, it rolls around so quick, it's crazy. It's like there really is very little time that you don't have no responsibility. When you're actually an adult, when you can actually use your adulthood, when you have agency to actually go out and have no responsibility.
Well, you're supposed to do that between 21 and 30.
So it's only really 10. Isn't that crazy?
9 years.
9 years to really just be free.
Yeah,
and then when you actually have money, and even then, as a guy, you're not even really cooking money wise. Then to really experience and life, just it's crazy because we're not.
But y'all niggas is out here having babies at 19. So you really don't have one at all. Nigga, we lived the great 20s, right, Swerve?
That nigga Nate Frozen, yeah. I'm still in my 20s right now, pretty much. Until I have a baby, I'm really in my 20s, right?
No.
Well,
in your 20s was people wasn't asking you when you gonna have a baby.
Well, when I was 20?
Yeah.
No, they wasn't.
Now they
asking me, but now they asking me, and I just hit them with the bro. I'm just 20 years old, bro. What you want from me?
Yeah, I froze up for a second there. Did you catch that?
You froze.
Pause.
So it's just crazy, yeah, how fast that rolls around.
Yeah, so young men, if you're listening, don't have kids too early, because you do want to have at least 4 or 5 years of no responsibilities and living life.
I can't attest to that, though.
What are those 4? Do we really need those 4 or 5 years? Like,
I can say also have them early because then on the back end, you're still young enough to enjoy it when they're
Nate,
getting
fix
older.
your fucking internet, bro.
It's not mine. I mean, I'm connected to Wi-Fi, but I don't think it's. You think it's me? Am
It
I
is you
stuttering?
because you're the only one that's having this delayed reaction. You may need to log out and log back in.
I could back in and back out. I'm not hearing no delay on you guys. It froze just a while ago earlier when I thought y'all froze, but
You're moving in slow motion on our end, which is weird.
I don't see him in slow motion.
You don't see them in slow motion?
and
No,
all
it's
you guys are
regular.
moving in real time as well.
Okay, maybe it's me, bro. I don't know. All right, we'll continue. What you mean? What you mean? There was 4 or 5 years? So you telling me, Swerve, between the age of 21 and 25, you didn't have a good time?
Yeah, I'm still having that same good time.
And
I'm not doing nothing
And
different.
you're not encouraging young men to have a good time. You don't want niggas to have a good time.
Nah, to each his own. To each his own, because I could take it or leave it. Because there's people that were 21 that had babies, or 21 that had to take care of parents. It's all relative. That would suck to be 21 having to take care of your parents. But then again, if you have kids late, it might be a reality.
No, because if you have to be 21 and take care of your parents, that's definitely a bad sign because that means they're almost out the door earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not bad when you have to take care of your parents and have a kid at the same time, like young kids.
Because you're doing the same thing.
Because you're going to be at home taking care of people anyway.
They just do it all
So it's all at once.
I guess, but if you're at that age, then that just means the parents likely ain't going to be there when the older kids grow up.
Yeah.
You guys have this issue with
the earlier you have to take care of them, that means they're you know what I'm saying? You're taking care of one because the one's becoming into life, while the other ones you're taking care of as they're getting ready to exit.
You guys have this issue with Haitian parents being
What?
What's the word I'm looking for? Haitian parents being like making you feel very guilty about everything. Especially when they get older, when they're sick or not being around.
No,
my mom was heavy on the calling you every other, because I didn't call her as much. I guess that she said I should have called her. Yeah, but she was heavy on making sure I knew that I was a horrible kid.
I think that's all parents. I don't think that's just Haitian parents.
I think Haitians are the best at it. They're the cream of the crop when it comes to making you feel guilty.
It's just because you know a lot of Haitians.
Well, I'm a good kid, so I don't have that issue. So some of y'all niggas moved away from home and y'all didn't really actually participate back home. So I'm still very much, very active. I don't get that.
How often do you call your parents?
My mom calls at least once a week.
She calls.
See, that's the thing. She calls.
And then if she don't call, I'll call like maybe every other week. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't go long, so we get it from each other. What's name? Now my dad, we can go forever, but he don't have the right thing. So it's kind of he don't really have that issue.
He's a man. Men don't really need the
They say they don't, but then they'll have that resentment. Almost feel like they'll blame the wife for not really turning. They feel like the wife turned the kids against them, but really they never put in the effort, and they just made it weird for the kid when the kid got older too, and it's just weird on all sides. They want that kid to come back and all that, but when it's just not there now, they feel like you're forcing it. They're that strong silent era that kept their emotions inside, type shit like that.
Oh, maybe COVID done changed my dad, because this thing would be all in his feelings.
Yeah, that's everybody.
Yeah, she
COVID did that to everybody.
COVID fucked people up. Yeah, COVID, when people started dropping like flies and shit, that's when people started, you know what, let me tighten up. Shit got real quick. Shit, yeah, COVID changed the world for sure.
Because I could go a couple of weeks without calling my parents. I could go a month, really. But eventually they're going to call me, and then I'm going to get that voicemail. Then I'm like, oh, shit, I forgot to call. And it's always worse when they catch you first before you catch them.
Yep. Well, mine's I hear from them more so now anyways. Like I said, as they get into that older age and helping out with shit like that. So my mom, for the beginning of the month, if I'm adding to the mortgage, I always get that call. Hey, did this get done? All that. So I'm going to hear from her regardless at the beginning of the month or some point like that. And I pay her cell phone bill, so I'm going to hear around that time. So regardless, there's going to be some kind of check-in.
Yeah, the thing with like phones, right? It's just on auto pay. Why you calling me talking about a cell phone bill?
You know this. Now they just try to. they don't
I'm like, bruh, it's on auto pay. Don't worry about the phone bill. It's on auto pay. I don't even know that it's coming out, but it's coming out. Boss.
Yeah, that's definitely wild.
What was it?
Y'all ready for these absurdities?
Yeah, let's jump into the question of the week. We got 2 questions of the week this week. The first one's going to be something lighthearted and probably going to make a few people think about this. What does the acronym OK stand for?
Okay. You know what's crazy? First, I want to say that I'm really a genius, low key. And that Juno asked this question, he didn't even ask us this before. We didn't know the question in advance, right? So this is my first time hearing this question. I know the exact answer to what OK stands for.
All right, since you know the answer, Nate, don't go Googling shit, nigga.
I did it. I've heard this before, but I know it stands for something. I don't know what it stands for though. But I did find out years back that it is an acronym. I didn't know it was an acronym the whole long.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think it stands for?
It means something like you're checking out. It's like positivity, like agreement, like it checks out. But I don't know what are the words, what exactly it is. But it does mean something. You know, like okie dokie.
You look like you're Googling something right now, don't you?
I'm not looking at something, but I've heard this before that OK stands for something. It's not just you know what I'm saying?
Okay, go ahead, Swerve.
Like, I know the acronym of K is for OK. It's just a short abbreviation. I don't, you know.
So there was a time in like U.S. history where literature, like people thought it was like a cool thing to like misspell words on purpose. So you can go through like newsletters and like people would like purposely misspell things and do acronyms kind of like backwards, but they kind of knew what they were. Like LOL, we know what LOL means, laugh out loud. Their shit would be something like outrageously like spelled incorrectly.
It was the 1830s, by the way. Go ahead.
1830s? Okay. So OK actually comes from, it's short for all correct. But all, they spelled the all. Exactly. They spelled the all not with the A. They spelled it with the O. So OLL, and then correct, they spelled it with the K. And that's where they get OK from, all correct. At least that's what my answer is. I don't know if Juno has a different answer.
No, that's correct. I'm like shockingly surprised that.
So that is right? That's what I'm saying. That's why I can't even think of the words.
I have a host that knows something, bro. These niggas don't be knowing shit.
I really know a lot of It's just
I know a lot of everything. But
I know a little bit about a lot of things.
How would you expect people to know that when it's already spelled?
It's not useful knowledge. That's why.
I've heard
it's not going to give me no points anywhere.
On Jeopardy,
on this podcast.
Yeah, Jeopardy. You Jeopardy ready?
Yeah, I'm somewhat Jeopardy ready. I actually like watching Jeopardy. Some of the questions I know, but
Swerve is correct, and I guarantee a lot of people listening do not know what OK stands for and how it originated and where it came from. I just thought it was very interesting knowledge to have.
And then they actually switched it from some people they changed it around to the OKAY. There's different ways, different places that you use the different OKs, like in a, I'm not sure exactly. Let me just pause while I'm ahead right now. I got the first part right, all correct.
But okay, I'm saying okay, even though I don't want to say okay. If a nigga sends me K, I'm highly upset,
That's
bro.
sassy. That's sassy. That's sassy.
Sassy.
I see a nigga texting another nigga K, automatically, bro.
Yeah, that's very sassy. You know what else I heard that was very sassy? Somebody said that using turn signals is sassy.
Yeah, I put together that nice little the reel today on that.
Yeah, bro, because I seen that shit today, and I was like, we was just talking about this shit last week, and this white girl comes out with this outrageous take, like using a fucking blanker is feminine. I'm like these women that use that sassy and call men feminine, they just want men to die. That's their ultimate goal. Is just die, bro. Because if using a blanker, which was I'm gonna go out on a limb, which is not really a limb, that was invented by a man to signal to other men that he's churning left or right, has become sassy or feminine. That's crazy.
She said it gives her the icks, which is the term for it now, the icks.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. But
I be using my turn signal. I don't care. I gotta let niggas know where I'm going. I be looking at other cars. I'm like, you not letting me know where you're going. So I'm about to just jump out in front of you, and whatever happens, happens.
Pause.
that's crazy.
I'm gonna jump out in front of you.
And whatever happens, happens. Crazy.
I don't know if that whatever happened.
You know,
that's
be
kinda
reaching.
rich. Yeah,
That's
might
why
be-
I
Nigga,
be hoping
I'm
my-
gonna jump in front of you, and whatever happens, happens.
I mean, but
Someone's behind you, and you say,
I'll give-
if
that's a
someone
long one,
is
though.
behind you, and you say,
Pause.
whatever
Okay,
happens,
you're right.
happens.
okay, I'll pause.
Come on,
I'll
bro.
pause it. Pause.
That was a lot.
Bro,
But we gotta can we put like context into the game? Like we're talking about driving cars, right?
I'm not even worrying about what we talking about. I'm just worrying about
You
how
just
it
think
sounds.
That one sound bite.
Yeah, that's it.
Jump out in front of you. Pause.
And whatever happens,
Whatever
happens.
happens. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay. I'll take that. Pause. I'll take that. You got it.
All right. We have another question of the week this week. Go ahead and ask that question, Swerve.
The second question is it ever okay to tell on a friend doing dirt?
Never.
This stems from the whole Tyrese thing.
What does the dirt consist of? What do you consider
Exactly.
dirt?
Well, when I
Nigga,
say
dirt
dirt,
is you
figure
cheating
can-
on your significant other. We know what dirt is.
Is that I'm saying use that context because you just
I
meant
mean
dirt.
I guess it could be other contexts too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, if you're doing some type of legal shit with your homeboy, is it ever a good time or a good reason to tell on them?
No, I'm
Who you telling
gonna
on?
phrase it. I'm gonna phrase it where Nate's
It's
acting
the-
like he don't know what dirt mean.
I do. I didn't know what context y'all meant because that's why you
no,
said is it ever okay?
the dirt is the context. Because
Okay, dirt.
if it was something illegal, it would have been, is it ever okay to snitch on your friend?
Yeah, true.
No,
We
what I'm
know
saying-
we know what
Snitch.
words stand for. We know what words mean, and we know how to use words, Nate.
Okay,
Don't
we're gonna
come
ride
with the
that one.
bullshit,
It's-
nigga.
We're gonna ride with that. It's
Okay.
it's the cheating.
Okay, if it's cheating, then no, I don't see no reason why some people can mind their business.
Yeah, it's never.
Even if it's mutual friends. Say you hook up your male friend with your female friend, and you known the female friend before
Family.
you knew the male friend.
No, that you should use a better context. Family. So
Or
let's
if
say
it's your
sister
female cousin or something, your female cousin
or your
is
sister
dating
with
your homeboy or
homeboy
something.
type shit
Yeah,
like that.
dating your brother or a homeboy or something like
Never.
There's never no reason to break the guy code.
Never.
that. Even over family, over blood, your
Never.
sister, your
What does it
sister.
matter?
So you're
He's
just
still
gonna
a
have a
guy.
dude cheating on your sister right in front of you. Kiki
What does that mean?
in
He's a
your
guy
face.
still at the end of the day. I know no matter what, you're not gonna break programming because I know that cheating doesn't gonna all that define him. I know it could be layered.
It's never.
Nate,
I
you
don't
got a
thi-
sister. Nate, you got a sister.
Yeah, I do. And I
Your
also
sister-
know that I know that I'm a man versus Muslim. I know how she would handle it. She's not like she's gonna program. It's not like
But
I was-
Nate's sister's boyfriend is not Nate's homeboy.
But if you exactly that's
So that's different.
But
So,
if you was
so
my
that
homeboy-
that would even give him more of a reason to tell. Be like, hey, I don't even know this dude. He's all right. I mean, I know him somewhat.
You said
but I'm
friend
not like,
though.
we did
If
say
it's your
friend, so yeah,
friend,
we gotta go back.
then no. If Nate friend, like if you were dating Nate's sister, and Nate seen you out here doing some dirt, Nate has no
I'm good to
business
go.
telling his sister
I'm
about
good to go.
you good to go, nigga.
But Nate's sister
Nate
dating.
might check you on his own personal shit between
but
y'all
he's
two.
not gonna tell.
But him going to his sister, that's
Nate
that's some
wouldn't
bullshit.
Nate wouldn't even-
Even if it was her dude, I don't know if I would tell her. Maybe I could check the dude. I don't see a case where a guy goes tell a woman that a guy's cheating. Because it's like you're taking responsibility of their relationship once you be the one telling.
So your sister's about to get married.
Yeah, I'm not going
To this
when
dude.
she
And
blows
you know
off
about it.
when she blows off the wedding, right? Am I gonna be the one to keep her happy? Am I the one that's gonna be? Am I the one gonna find her husband? Can I make sure that her rest of her days she's gonna be good and set? No, I'm just gonna give her the bad news and go about my life. And while she just out here being single the rest of her life,
no, that's not what that means. You save her from a marriage that's never gonna be. It's not worth saving.
You don't know that. I don't. There's lots
cheating
of things.
Don't mean a marriage isn't good.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, if you go into the marriage with cheating and infidelity, why even start it?
That's between those two people. That's between the two of them.
Yeah. Exactly, but they don't know it though. But if you have a little intel, you can be like, "Hey, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I'm just letting you know that
there's really no reason
shit, Swerve.
A guy could tell.
You want some fuckboy shit right now, Swerve?
On a girl, period. A guy should tell on a guy. He should report to the girl. You might check the guy, like, "Hey, man, we wilding. I think you're supposed to clean up that what's name." But there is no reason. I can't think of one that you should go tell what's name, because there's too many variables. Because you might tell her, and she still takes him back, and now you the odd man out.
Right. Me and Nate are on the same. What's your answer, Swerve?
Me? Well, I probably wouldn't. Let me think about it. You talking about if it was my sister, or if it was just?
I'm saying female in general. At first we did make it family, but now I'm
female in general. Female in general. I don't really. That's not my problem.
I'm standing on it that even
family,
if
I might think about it.
Even if it's not my friend, there's no reason for me to tell on a man that's cheating to any woman.
I'm in agreement with Nate for once, and
not that same woman, because I know there's plenty of people that cheat, and then we tell other women about it, or we tell other people about it, and people know about
that woman.
It's a known thing that this person cheats.
Only reason you might want to tell a woman that the guy's cheating is if you're what's that, dirty backing. You know what I'm saying? You hear that fuck you snitching on him so you get the position. But if it's, like I said, you
could snitch on him or it's not snitching, or you could tell someone else that this cheating is happening just so they're in the loop and so they all know, like, hey, this nigga's a cheater.
It's foul. I won't even tell my wife if one of you guys are cheating on your wives.
That would never happen. But we appreciate that. Yeah, but that's the thing that I'm coming around to. It's too many variables in it. That you're, because like I said, once you're now disclosing that information to the person that's been cheating on, it's almost like the Envy and Tyrese thing. You're now taking responsibility. Right,
Swerve. So if you're cheating on your wife and I see it, I'm not telling my wife, because my wife and your wife are friends. And
she's taking it to a whole nother level.
She's gonna be on a whole nother. She's gonna feel obligated to tell.
It don't work like that. It don't work like. See, you're that's different than your wife. You're saying my wife and your wife is friends. My wife and me are more friends than your wife and my wife. So she's gonna take my side over your wife's side anytime. So if somebody's cheating.
No, what I'm saying is, like, if I know that you done something, I wouldn't go tell my wife, because she's gonna then feel obligated to tell your wife.
Okay, if you were doing something, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do this, but I could tell my wife just so my wife would know. Hey, don't mention this around his wife, because this is a thing. This is trying to save you, actually, right?
That's what we think in theory, but we can't guarantee. We can't guarantee that shit.
You can't guarantee that. You can't guarantee that your wife is gonna have your back over.
What you mean? I already expect my wife to have my back 100%.
Yeah. So if you tell your wife, hey, Swerve is doing this or Nate's doing this. Don't let nobody know. That should be it right there. She should be, all right, cool, boom.
Now, wives take that shit so serious. That's why I wouldn't even. That's why I wouldn't even put her in that position.
Or now that shit's an asterisk. So maybe she might feel she might be the one to have to help out. Too many
exactly. Variables. That's why That's why I wouldn't even tell my wife.
Now she sees on her own. You might tell her, you mind your business now.
Yeah, if she comes and tells me that, I'm be like, hey, hold your bridges. That ain't none of your business. That don't concern us.
See, women are quick to go tell the other this out there, but women, no one gives more worse advice to women than to other women, and that's only on the grounds that they don't care about the fallout.
Yeah, I don't think they think about the fallout. We think like 3 steps ahead.
Yeah.
They're just reaction So
Let's get into these absurdities. Then that was the question of the week.
So that's why I say never, no matter what. It don't matter. Let her find out on her own terms. Let that nigga fuck up. Keep doing what he doing. Eventually he gonna slip up and she gonna find out on her own.
Yeah.
Would you say?
He won't, and he'll fix up his act, and that's it.
Would you say the same thing if you had a female friend? Say you're dating a girl, and a female knows that your girlfriend is cheating on you. You don't want to know.
She better go check my girlfriend. Don't come tell me. Check my girlfriend.
Don't fuck with my happiness.
You don't want to know. You like Mario. What's his name? Mario.
I always love that song. I
don't know. If you're playing me, keep it on the low.
Yeah, I believe in people not stepping into people's relationships at all. Like, let people deal with their relationships, how they deal with it, and what they need to. If shit needs to come out, let them deal with that. You don't insert yourself into their relationship.
There's levels, but you're right. I know every time I've had to insert myself, I've almost lost the person I've tried.
Yeah, you think you're trying to help.
Yeah.
And it always comes back to bite you.
It always comes back to bite me, and
you think you're trying to be a good Samaritan.
It comes back to bite you two ways. You lose the person you're giving the information to, and now the person the girl you might have told on, now you are, this nigga talking too much. I'm like, now I caught the rub for looking out for the homie. You know what I'm saying? Now, this nigga's a big man. Like, I'm not a big man. I'm looking out for the homie. But, so now you just got to, let everyone live their life.
Nate's speaking from personal experience right there.
Yeah, because in high school, Nate was known as the big mouth guy.
Pause.
Yeah. Might have looked out for the homie. Hey, I see a little girl doing a thing or two. You might not want to wife that. And that's an issue. Because, of course, he had a... So that's why you might not want to be the person to do that. Speaking of, we could swing that back into the
Remy?
The absurdity of the week. Yeah, start right in hip-hop, dog. You're right into the Remy Martin. Rapper Remy Martin was accused a couple weeks ago. They said...
Does this nigga say Remy Martin?
Yeah, Remy Ma. It's short. That's what do you think it's short for?
I thought her name was Remy Ma.
Nah, I think it was Remy Martin, and she just abbreviates it.
No one ever calls her Remy Martin from whenever she came out.
She calls herself Remy Ma.
I'm sure it's Remy Martin, and it just abbreviate the Remy Martin. Maybe she has different asterisks, you know what I'm saying? But I've heard of Remy Martin before. That's why.
You never heard anyone say Remy Martin, Nate?
Yeah, you've heard the drink. You've heard the drink Remy Martin. You've heard the drink Remy Martin.
I heard the drink Remy Martin. I've heard the word rapper Remy Martin.
No, you never heard that.
You've never heard that.
Let me Google this.
Google
maybe this is one of those things that didn't happen.
It's called Mandela effect.
Yeah, the Mandela effect. I'm sure I've heard of rapper Remy Martin.
No, bro, you just conflating it with the drink, cognac.
Let's see.
That's all it is.
Rapper Remy Martin. Let me see. It's still showing Remy Martin.
Nate, it didn't happen, bro. You don't even gotta look for this shit.
It might be the Mandela effect.
It definitely is.
Is Remy Martin a rapper? Female rapper hailing from New York, best known by her rap name of Fat Joe Terror Squad. See, even on her discography, Remy Martin discography on discography.com, Remy Martin. That's what I'm telling you. I know for sure I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yes.
I don't believe it. I still don't believe it.
I'm sending it to y'all right now.
I still don't believe it. I'm not going to open it.
You're not even going to open it. Yeah, so Remy Ma, a couple of weeks back, we had heard that Papoose had beat up some whoop some battle rappers' ass, and they said it was messing with Remy Ma. No issue, you know what I'm saying? It kind of came in with the news. Fast forward this week, Remy Ma is either hosting or judging a battle rap. She's there.
I think she has her own battle rap league.
She got her own league, so she's out there, getting that money. And the two guys, one of the guys that they had accused her that she was cheating when he was a contestant, he was battling against someone, against her opponent, and the opponent goes in there because that's what you gotta love about battle rap. Though it's no holds bar.
Nothing's off limit.
He goes in there and just fucking goes to town, bro. Like he's over here dissing the nigga, saying this is the nigga this is the nigga that you cheated with, or basically saying this nigga's a big mouth because you cheated. He let the whole world know, and Remy, you should be ashamed because you was saying. And it's like she's not even in the battle rap, but just catching bars, catching strays, and she can't do nothing but just stand there and just take it. Pause, straight face, just as he just erodes her. Like she should have had a Matt Hoffman.
That's not a pause, Nate. Because she's just taking it. Is not a pause.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was just talking to you about earlier, right?
All right. Well, I guess that my bad on that one. But
Right.
either way, she's over here catching strays left and right.
Every last one was deserved.
Man, she should have swung and stopped the fight abruptly. That would have been a no contest.
But then we would have known that all this shit is true. She knows what she's doing.
Not true, because you saying some wild innuendo right here.
What you mad about? If it's not true,
I gotta have a Matt Hoffa moment. I gotta come across your jaw.
No, only.
But just saying there, not saying nothing, because you're not being battle rapped about.
What's the phrase, Juno? A hit dog gonna holler.
Yeah, that's what. Who's the last guy that said that made it popular? Gillum.
Andrew Gillum?
Yeah. Andrew Gillum. But we're going to leave that alone.
We see how that shit turned out for that boy.
We're going to leave that alone.
We're going to leave that alone. Anytime you even mention Andrew Gillum, you might as well say pause. Just his name.
Gillum. Pause.
Pause. That's it.
But nonetheless, her not saying nothing is not as bad as if she would have had a big reaction.
Yeah.
I think a big reaction would have been
she
like
had the perfect reaction.
Because
let people think what they want to think. They're gonna think what they're gonna think anyway.
Man, it looks bad. It looks bad.
It does look bad.
It's a lose-lose. It's a lose-lose because
it is lose-lose.
Guilty people don't really fight back, and liars fight.
They fight loud.
For no reason. They lie. They fight about the truth. Liars fight about the truth, and guilty people don't fight.
I don't know, man.
So it's a lose-lose for her. She can't say nothing or do nothing. She's gonna lose regardless.
But it's just entertaining for us to even think that Remy could have even possibly cheated on this dude that held her down for 8 years while she was in jail. Which is,
I believe it's very possible.
Yeah, it's very possible, but it's possible because it's a realistic thing. But then for us in our minds,
it's possible because she's the breadwinner. Once the woman's the breadwinner, it kind of throws the power shift around. After a while, it's cool, but it's what's the name? But after a while, sometimes they get big headed. They become niggas. If you look at the statistics, when they show a lot of women that cheat, majority of the cheaters are the breadwinners. When it comes to women, a nigga could cheat whether he's not the breadwinner or not. That's just men. Men could be the one that nigga could not work at all. He still might cheat.
Even if you did a 8-year bid and this girl held you down, no
factor. Most women ain't like gonna cheat, but they say when they do cheat, a lot of the problem. If you look at the most reasons when they do cheat, you know what I'm saying, outside of when they're, I think I just seen on recently they're showing like professions, jobs that they have this not, but when they're saying when they do cheat, a lot of the variables in it is if they're the breadwinner. That's why women usually date lateral or up, but when they do cheat, they're usually the breadwinner. After a while, they grow some resentment. Let the guy not even earn. Period. It's even higher. It's like the same thing when they say, if you're not working, at least be doing something. Don't just let her catch you sitting on that couch every day.
But Papoose is making money, though. He might not been making money while. No, he's not making Remy Ma money. But he could have been.
She gave them
we
all
don't
those
know no more. Remember, Papoose is the hip-hop director of Toongar?
Man, that ain't nothing. Listen,
but still, he wasn't making money because he spent a good the same 8 years that she was in jail. He was in 8 years. He was spending that same time.
He let his career go because of that shit.
He did. He did the genuine thing. That's why he's loyal. He did let his career go. He kept what's name. He did the thing. But sometimes you get the flip side. And if anyone acts like a nigga, don't act like it's not Remy Ma.
Yeah.
Because Papoose was the last nigga to get like a major deal from one of these.
He was one of the first to get the $1 million deal, not the last. The million.
It wasn't $1 million. It was 1.5.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the last ones that they're giving. They started giving them again, but yeah, he was one of the last ones to get that $1 million on the deal, right?
Before it became a 360.
Yeah, exactly. He was one of the first to get that.
So his trajectory was pretty good before he started fucking with Remy Ma. And for her to get out of jail, and even the notion that she cheated on him is foul.
But there's never no circumstance we're going to act like when the woman cheating is not going to look at it as foul. It's always going to look like it's super worse and it's the girl anyways.
Yeah.
But the Papoose thing really makes it bad. It's like, damn, that nigga, you went to jail.
Yeah,
this nigga held you down. And that's almost unheard of.
Because like you can hear, if you hear, Jada cheated on Will, at first you're like, okay, this is crazy to hear that one of the couples that are supposed to be like black royalty and you got this girl cheating on Will. But then after you hear more about their story, you're like, you know what? This makes a lot of sense. This is something Jada would do. Remy Ma, just like you said, she's a nigga in women's clothing.
What happened was she got out of jail, got that BBL and new titties. Bitches start feeling themselves. Because the Remy Ma you see today is not the Remy Ma Papoose got when she was in jail.
True.
Remy Ma wasn't this sexy rapper.
This is true.
So
When studs turn to baddies.
she got that BBL and them titties, some lashes, and it was. And now look at this shit. Pap name getting run through the mud. Shit is crazy. That's when that brick is necessary.
What you mean, break right now?
Brick, not break, brick.
Oh, brick.
What you said? That's when it's what's name?
That's when the brick is necessary.
We need to hear Remy Ma be like,
I never did anything in my life.
Bruh.
Oh, my dog got that as a plug-in. Wild. Wow.
I'm just saying, bro. That
You know,
is
it's a sad day in hip hop, you know what I'm saying? But you know, had he been cheating too, it makes it look better. Which, you know what I'm saying? It'd have been like, all right, she got her lick back type of situation. But you know what I'm saying? But if he did the held down thing and he actually was the solid, you know what I'm saying? The solid one of the relationship. Because he'd be the one watching the kids and everything, dog.
Yeah.
Their whole structure of the relationship.
Yeah, it's the structure of the relationship. Because even if you flip it around and say he did the bid 8 years and he come out and cheat on Remy, we wouldn't be looking at it the same. We'd be like, okay,
you feel like that's what you get. You know, women, you stupid, you hold down niggas. This is what they do. They ain't shit.
That's what they do. Yeah,
but she really became an ain't shit nigga.
but that's the thing. We look at women as the more they're even though the Bible says they're wicked by nature.
Whoa.
I'm just quoting the Bible, my boy.
You just quote the Bible. You
Don't,
just quote the
don't,
good
don't
Lord.
be mad at me. Be mad at that King James nigga. Don't be mad at me. I'm just quoting the Bible. Bible says women are naturally wicked. But we see women that they're supposed to have more sense than these niggas.
they're supposed to.
That's why when a woman cheats, it's worse.
Because they know better.
Yeah. They don't have two heads. Men have two heads. Pause.
Yeah. For Remy to cheat on Papoose, that's like Michelle cheating on Barack.
Right. Nate, if you
That's like Beyonce cheating on Hove.
Nate, if you just said something, we didn't hear it because something.
I didn't say anything.
Okay. Yeah, bro. That's like, yeah, Jay-Z cheats on Beyonce. We don't bat an eye, but if Beyonce is out here fucking on Jay-Z, she's the devil.
That's a shame. Devil. Satan.
It's a wild thing. It looks and it's worse. Here's why it's also worse, because what can Papoose really say? They gonna cook his ass.
Exactly. He can't come out emotional about that shit.
He can't come out emotional. He can't even really battle rap a nigga right now. They gonna cook him. They're like, nigga, you was at home with the apron. Your bitch is getting dick down. It hurts him every kind of which way.
Yeah, he don't have he can't beef with no rapper. He can't
At
battle
all.
rap. He can't do nothing no more.
done.
Like his career is literally over.
You got to be a nice guy.
But she went down. Like you said, Nate, she has the power.
Mm-hmm.
Why end up with the dude that's even
When they got together, she wasn't dating down.
Yeah, he wasn't dating down. It was like a lateral, if anything.
Nah, he was
on his way
he
up.
was up more than Remy when they started dating.
I'm talking about the dude that she allegedly
Oh,
cheated
why'd
with.
she go down? That's what makes her look even crazy.
Yeah.
Women, and anytime you date, that's what they were sitting there. And they made even battle rappers caught a straight this week. They're like, imagine your girl cheating on you for a nigga that could barely get a kid's meal. There was all sorts of slander for battle rappers where other battle rappers had to post their wins. So I'm like, hold on, who says battle rappers don't get paid? All of them had to come out the woodworks. Those that are getting paid had to stand their ground because battle rappers are catching all sorts of strays out here. You think they're struggle rappers. When the people that are good battle rappers can make a good living off of it. All of a sudden, it was making it seem like all battle rappers are broke. This, that, and they're like, oh, hold on.
But ain't none of them on Remy's level though when it comes to money.
Yeah, but nowadays, now that we're part of the love and hip hop era, Remy had her way. She was able to cash in on her family. Remy probably made more money now than she ever did in her rap career through just her story with
Through
her
personality, yeah.
Through personality, and she became an icon through that. After the story, everything worked, everything. So. Now those guys actually have to go rap and remember the lyrics. Remy, when has anyone even asked Remy when's the next song coming out? When's the next thing? None. She just had her biggest thing that she did that was hip hop wise when she cleared Nicki Minaj out a couple years back.
She did what?
When she cleared Nicki Minaj out, she ethered her. Yeah, when she went.
You talking about when they had their little.
Then they had a little beef, and she dissed her brother about being when Nicki Minaj brother was catching the sexual predator strays and all that shit like that, and fucking Nicki didn't really have a defense for it.
Listen, she did body Nicki
easy, and Nicki couldn't really say nothing
because she bodied Nicki so bad. Nicki went to Nas and told Nas to put a cease and desist on the ether track that she had.
Yeah, she had a song. Yeah, matter of fact, she used Nas's ether track to ether Nicki, and then Nicki was pause. Nicki was dating Nas at the time, and she's like, "Hey, go ahead and put a cease and desist on that, so they could pull it off the internet or shit like that anytime you hear it." You know what I'm saying? That's unauthorized. She killed the ass of that. So that was her last big hip hop verse wise. It's sad to see. It's sad to see one of the goats to go out like that, man.
You talking about Nicki or Remy?
Both. I don't know if Remy would be considered a GOAT. And I did use that out of context. She's definitely a good female rapper, but she never got to the ascension of where she needed to be considered a GOAT.
Definitely not GOAT status, not GOAT level.
But lyrically, she's there though. She's a beast. Like she said, her pen's serious, and
her pen ain't as serious as Papoose pen.
You think so?
Nah,
wasn't there rumors saying that Papoose was like writing for her?
Nah, there was never that. People, because she's been writing long before Papoose came along, so she's always vehemently denied. Nah, ain't no, you might help with a bar or two. They're couples. That makes sense. They might shoot each other back, but she's been writing since alongside Fat Joe. Make sure her verse is right. This is since real early today, so people knew she was a monster, anyways. But yeah, this is a crazy way to see her go out. Maybe I don't know how you even come back from this.
I don't think she's even out. You're talking about Remy?
Yeah.
Which there's no out for her. She's still up top, right? She's still winning.
Nigga, it's women empowerment.
This is the nigga Papoose that's losing right now.
It is women empowerment because I don't see women defending this. All I see women saying, "Can y'all stop making these rumors about Remy?" They're coming to her defense saying that it's rumors.
Exactly. So,
but even if it was true, like I mean, she's not gonna. There's no backlash gonna come from her cheating on Papoose.
No, women at this moment now,
it might
women can do whatever the fuck they want.
They can, but Remy's base is, it is women as well. It is a lot of women and gay men, you know what I'm saying? But she's not dropping music, but she's very hard in the hip hop space.
Her base is that love and hip hop base.
Yeah, love and hip hop.
And
but when
they
she's
never gonna know what's name.
When she's coming to what she loves, the actual hip hop space, she ain't gonna be able to show her face in battle rap scenes without niggas throwing a bar at her. You know what I'm saying? The nigga ended his verse on even Papoose got it straight. And Papoose, that's how you talk to your bitch. That's how he ended the freestyle. Mm-hmm. Papoose at home catch us straight. Like Jesus. So this shit is crazy.
Sad day in hip hop.
Very sad day. People are devastated.
What else we got in hip hop?
Pull up. Do we have in hip hop? That was the Remy one. We kind of jumped the gun on that one to put that up.
Let's just go to the Nicki Minaj since we already mentioned her a couple times.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj's husband threatens Offset on camera.
Yeah.
What was the threat?
Where did you say this happened at? This was at outside of his hotel room.
Yeah, when he was out in New York or some shit like that.
What was the threat though? What's the threat?
Oh,
what did he say?
He was on camera. You know, talking about pussy. We outside. Come outside, nigga. Don't come around here for a show, and then have to book. Basically, they have to plan your funeral type shit. All this not even innuendo, just solid threats. Him and a couple other old bloods, making threats online. Come outside, nigga. We outside. This nigga scared to come outside type shit. On live shit like that, showing that he's outside the hotel.
So it's his beef that he's dating Cardi B and Nicki's beefing with Cardi B?
That's where it stems from. But I think what happened is that during the VMAs, they either try to press, his crew try to press Cardi or some shit like that or something like that. And so Offset wrote, Offset wrote him in the inbox, nigga, you trying to put your shit in, and when you getting your shit in the women's business, dog, drop your addy. He messaged him. They didn't go out in public, direct inbox. And they kind of was going back and forth, pussy, I'm here, dad, this, that, third. So he kind of pulled up and he just, went on live as niggas do, because niggas, it's kind of crazy why you reporting your, you trying to show the world that this nigga's scared, he's outside, and they're going to come outside. And Offset didn't even reply. Offset's only reply was showing the next day that he's at a jet coming out of a private plane. Like, these broke ass niggas, man, this shit don't make no sense. And, you got to realize when you're high profile that big, had it just been Offset was just Offset and he wasn't dating Cardi, and the dude, Mr. Petty, was just, it wouldn't have been no issue. Had two niggas going on live and dissing each other, no issue. But within their fanatic fan base, when two A-listers or any one of the A-listers are beefing, you're beefing them and their fan base. So he goes post this video.
Are we saying Offset is the A-lister, or are we saying Cardi's the A-lister?
Cardi's the A-lister, clearly. I mean, Offset is an A-lister too. The Migos are, but we already know this is stratospheric. You're talking about the two biggest female rappers in the world. So their fan bases are chaotic. So you over here threatening her husband, you should know what comes with it. You threaten her husband next day or day or two. I was expecting a charge or some shit was going to come up. Next thing you know, they end up saying this guy has to do 4 months house arrest because he's violating his probation. And this has happened. Remember all the hell Meek Mill used to go through just off his beef with Drake. He wasn't even doing shit with Drake. Anytime Meek Mill broke the law, motherfuckers would send the shit over to the DA and shit like that, off the strength of him beefing with Drake. Drake fans was just trying to railroad him. These are the fucking lunatics that you're dealing with, these keyboard bandits. They're going to do it for you. They're going to fuck your shit up. Nicki going to put out a video the next day. You can't call the cops every time your song flops. As if you really think it was him that called on you. Like, you don't know how this go. The fans that's going to railroad your husband.
Her husband needs to chill out. Like, nigga,
he needs to chill the fuck out, yeah.
You just was battling sexual assault charges on a minor.
The shit is thrown.
Nigga, you can't be outside. You're not allowed to be outside.
That's what people said. All he got to do is tell him come to the school and meet me at the school. That's what people said.
At the playground.
People are fucking this shit up. And Nicki, that's another part. Nicki also got an asterisk. See, a lot of the female battle rappers that they get in hell is that Nicki can't shake that husband jab. No matter what, this like her biggest L in her career is marrying a nigga that got a sexual assault charge on a jacket on him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They bring that up every time. And I don't even think his shit was on a minor, was it?
Yeah, it was on a minor.
I just think of sexual assault. People just like to make it seem like it was a pedophile just to throw it in there to spice it up. You could catch a rape charge, motherfuckers.
No, it was definitely on minor because they kept. Remember, they was like saying Nicki Minaj is surrounding herself with pedophiles with her brother.
That's what they're saying. That people just throw it.
Yeah, her brother was the pedophile charge.
No,
but his was just a sexual assault charge.
Nah, bro, his shit was on a minor shit too, bro. What's his name?
And the husband. That's crazy.
It's not. It's what is she responsible for? She don't got a dick. How is it crazy? I ain't. That's what's fucked up when you're a woman that you.
Yeah, I understand that part. I understand you can't control. You can't control what your brother do, but you know what your brother's doing, and you go find a dude just like your brother to marry.
I don't think she knew her brother was doing that at the time because she had already was marrying and she just vehemently believed her brother didn't beat. She thought she was her brother's gonna be. She put good money up behind the case. Her mom was on there, out here praying for the brother, saying that he's being railroaded and. Until he got sentenced and they jammed his ass up. So,
see, I just Googled him real quick. All I had to do was put in Nicki Minaj husband, and it says his criminal history includes 1995 conviction for first degree attempted RAPE of a 16-year-old girl.
How old was he then?
Which resulted in a 4-year prison sentence in New York.
How old was he though?
I don't know how old he was.
How old
Probably might have been 17 or something. It might be one of those things where they make it sound crazy. Because I remember it not being like, he might have also been like a minor and they're dating. I don't think he actually went out on minor, but it makes this. All I know is they throw extra sauce on there to make it seem like he's actually fucking with kids, which I don't believe that was a scenario. He might have also been a kid.
I don't know about all that, Nate. You can defend pedophiles
Not
all
to
you
defend
want.
him. Not to defend him. I'm just letting you know. I just remember they're throwing extra sauce on it to make it worse because that's how much the fan base hated her at the time. They're trying to throw them apart and But either way, they're going.
It wasn't the fact that it was SA. It was that it was aggravated attempt to RAPE. So it wasn't like.
It wasn't even actually done. It was attempted.
Yeah, so he's on the sexual offender list and all that.
Yeah. But either way, attempt and actual done. They don't give a damn. An attempt and actual. Once you're on the list, people don't give a damn. That's what they care about.
Nigga, the thought should just be a charge. If you thinking about doing that, it should be a charge.
That's a Minority Report shit. So, but either way, I'm just saying. So he out here. She's out here making it seem like they're calling the cops. Like, you got to play this. You got to tell that motherfucker to stay inside the house. Chill with all this beef and shit. This is not good for your career. And I don't know why she don't say it. It is. That's one relationship I could see ending soon. I don't care if she has kids
Yeah, I
from.
can definitely see that.
However long she's trying to ride this out and be loyal, he's costing her too much.
Nigga, that shit happened in 19. That nigga did that shit in 1995, and she still was fucking with him. And
you were right, Nate. I just did the math. He was 17 years old.
You see,
it don't matter if he was 17. It was the
the attempted RAPE.
That's what matters. But for them to call him a pedophile, they're making it seem like he meant. That's why I was like, come on. They do throw the sauce on there to make it seem like he fucks with little kids.
Yeah, that is a little extra
sauce. It is extra. It's to make
extra
the
sauce.
level.
It don't really even need the extra sauce.
It don't need, but you don't want to put them at the lowest level. that's what they keep at, and that's what they do.
Okay, what's worse? Attempting?
There's no worse than the kid.
What's worse? Attempting to do it, right? Attempting to force yourself on the girl versus
Clearly
you being 18 and having intercourse with a 16-year-old. That's consensual, because they both would be considered.
But he wasn't an 18. He was also a minor. Is what we're saying.
I'm just giving you the option. There's
You're
two
giving us
options.
That's not even in this.
Which
case.
one is worse?
Which one is worse? Attempting to against someone.
Against someone's will, have sex with someone against their will.
Always against their will is going to be worse.
Yeah,
exactly. That's why that nigga gets treated like he gets treated.
No,
it's deserved.
He gets treated regardless. What I'm saying, but they always want to throw the pedophile on there because it sounds.
You think it would have been? You think he would get treated any better if they didn't throw the pedophile on there?
I think there's a reason they throw it on there. They want to throw it on there they don't call Mike Tyson a pedophile. See what I'm saying? Mike Tyson caught a rape charge. Tupac caught a rape charge. Anytime they could throw the extra on there, that's when they really hate you.
If you're gonna catch that R charge,
make sure it's an adult.
Make sure it's an adult. Then they can't throw that pedophile on you.
So they always want to throw.
No matter how old you is, you could be 13 and the girl is 16. We still calling you a pedophile.
Still calling that, which is and she's older, and because she's still about it. Yeah, exactly. So Juno's right. That's another one. Yeah, that's another one. But he's costing her too much. Like, she can't rise to her ascension that she needs to with that weighing on her jacket, that asterisk. Put him there. You know what I'm saying? Even if she needs to divorce him on paper and just keep him around as a boyfriend in the dark, then all right. But anytime she going to beef with somebody, it's low hanging fruit. You bring it up every damn time. And I could see her cheating on him as well, because she's also the way higher breadwinner, and he's out here doing dumb shit, crashing out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, what they got? 2 kids? What Nicki got? 1 kid?
I don't know how many kids Nicki Minaj got.
I know she got one, at least one.
Let's go on to the next subject, which is it's wild. Mr. Petty. You know, he caught Donkey of the Day for that too, though. So, you know, Charlotte was going in on them.
Niggas be on probation acting like they free people. That nigga deserve everything he got coming to him, bro.
That's crazy.
He could have did all that, just didn't have to record it, bro. That's all it is. You want to run down on you feel
Niggas
somebody
want clout.
and this homeboy was doing all this threatening and talking about I'm big this that we big Brooklyn's that these niggas like and people roasting them talking about niggas these some geriatric bloods. These niggas ain't even that old, but they how online they don't respect anybody. That's once you pass 35, you getting treated like a fucking senior citizen online. So they're roasting his ass, calling these niggas geriatric bloods and shit like that. It's looking crazy. It's crazy to think that they about to crash out. When even Vlad said that this is common for Nicki to always constantly throw her dudes at her problems. I think she said, she's doing that through made Meek go beat up your boy with the one leg.
Safari,
yeah.
Safari got one leg?
Not Safari, but the writer, the ghostwriter nigga.
Quentin?
The nigga that they said was writing for Quentin Miller, yeah. Remember Drink Champs ran down on him. And like I said, she's quick to make her dudes crash out for her and then, leave them, you know what I'm saying? Meek went outside behind Nicki. You know what I'm saying?
That's what black men do. We gotta protect our women.
And Safari used to be seen as a goofball, so you know how it goes with.
She went from a goofball to a sexual offender. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're saying Nas was her best pick, and she didn't. That didn't last.
That would have been a power couple right there.
Yeah, but she's used to being the boss. My dog, she don't date her equal. So
she don't date above because they would never be.
Yeah, she
equals.
don't date above. Yeah, she dates below. But she's the queen.
All right, so after Offset gets threatened by Mr. Petty, he jumps on the jet and heads straight to Kai Cenat streaming for 24 hours. Mm-hmm. And them boys there had a time.
Yeah, had a blast. He come in there with his spend the night bag, happy, ready to play. Was just dancing, pulling pranks, having fun, and it was dope. People, even on Twitter, hater ass Twitter, they loved it, every bit of it. They said, "Look at this Black Boy Joy joking around this and that." And even him, the next day, he put out a message. He was like, "Man, he needed that. That is the most fun he had in a long time. He didn't get a chance to just cut away." Is that he gave Kyle a big shout out. Is that third? And they had millions of views. That some people like these two might need a show, which is crazy.
The problem is black men are not allowed to have fun.
I mean, Kai gets to have it, but rappers.
But overall, we don't really get to have. You talking about Black Boy Joy. It's really not. It's not a normal thing for most of us. We got bills to pay. We got people to take care of. We got people to protect. Ain't no time to be happy.
But even in that, the haters
of you being happy is sassy.
Yeah, that's true. That's how they do look
it's at crazy.
They do look at it like that. And even the haters of that were looking at the footage of him. They said he might have had a girl over there. He might have been cheating on Cardi again because they're always trying to catch him cheating on Cardi. You know what I'm saying? That's the downside of him being high profile and also having a high profile wife. He don't get to enjoy the fruits of being a full celebrity rapper.
What does that entail?
Taking down these fans.
That's the perfect example of you know how you always see the memes where it goes what me and my homeboys are really doing and what my wife is thinking I'm out here cheating.
You think you're cheating? Yeah, they're playing it exactly. So.
And them niggas are on stream dancing and shit.
Dancing, having a blast, shit like that's crazy. So
But Offset don't really even know these dudes, right? He knows them from the way we know them off live stream.
Oh, streaming. So that's why it was so crazy. Them boys just go chill, but it was just a vibe. It was just, you know what I'm saying?
I guess.
There's some stuff that, niggas have camaraderie that they all do. I'm saying I haven't played video games in a long time, but niggas will just say, hey, hop on the sticks. The video game community have their own thing that they all find.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying?
You think you get pause.
Is hop on the sticks? Isn't that is that pause? Because that's
pause.
That's literally the word. Hop on the sticks.
I know. I understand, but that one definitely was a pause.
I don't play video games, and that's the words that they use.
You said hop on the sticks.
I don't say that. That's the video. That's the verbiage. If you type in hop on the sticks,
it don't matter if that's the verbiage.
I understand the verbiage.
It could be the verbiage, but it's still pause, nigga.
Do the niggas say pause when they say that though? Because niggas say, "Hey man, hop on the sticks." That's what I'm saying. I don't.
No, but they might need to say it. They might need to start saying it.
They might need to say it because I don't even play video games. Like,
yeah,
I'm using
the verbiage. Rough.
Just shut up,
I'm about to hop on the sticks. Jesus.
Dude, I'm just saying that's the verbiage. Well, either way. What else we have?
We might as well keep it into cheating, bro. Tyrese comes out, slams DJ Envy, and puts some more business out. You know, they going through their little beef. That nigga just comes out after we clearly said it's never a good time, or it's never okay to tell on someone doing dirt. And this nigga just comes out.
Motherfucker's accusing you of being a slime ball, and you got to defend your name.
Then it's okay. Well, you just said
not even okay.
Literally,
It's still not
it was
okay.
never okay.
It's still not okay. Tyrese is really low blowing. That's dirty work.
It's not okay.
It's still not okay.
What he said about Envy?
Man, he said Envy been cheating on Gia for years with more than 10. He cheated on Gia for years with more than 10 women. You know, the public only knew of the one, so he's always been apologizing for the one. Mm-hmm. He just said, I cheated on my wife. He never really specified, but remember I said that last episode. I said, I like that he plays it like it was just the one. Because, like, what are the fucking odds? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. I'm only going to talk about the one I got busted with.
It's not. I knew he got busted for even more than one. Just me not even being involved. I knew if she caught the one, these women be turning detectives. She gonna catch the 2, the 3, and the 4, and that's just what she caught. And this is just using the power of regular folks times that plus a celebrity times that the fact that he's wealthy, then the fact that he travels. So I already knew. So I remember I said last episode, I like the fact that he likes to play like it was just doing. And lo and behold, Tyrese said it was over 10 women. And that's just the 10 Tyrese know of, because niggas don't even gonna confess what you got to body. You know what I'm saying? But it's wild that he said that. But now what happens is now Gia has to now go in front, because they done did this whole thing how they had to get through him cheating. They done did book tours. They done made a whole fortune of this. But you didn't say that it was more than one woman. Now you looking real crazy, because now you look strong. That, you know, I fought, I still do them. You know what I'm saying? But you are strong, but you try to paint the light that it was just the one, so you didn't look like you're too foolish.
Does it make a difference? Does it make a difference if it's 1 or 20? It
don't to us guys, but to women clearly do, because should have said it was 20. She's made it seem like it was doing, because she was making like, yeah, I took him back, but I'm not gonna stand by him off of this like anymore. But so, you know, women, you know what I'm saying? They worry about how as much as they pretend, they really worried about how other women see them.
If a woman wants to leave, she's gonna leave, whether it's 1 or if it's 20.
It depends on their friends. It depends on their counsel. You know what I'm saying? Now, if she tells her counsel it's 1, they're gonna be the one. Let me say it's 20. What's the name? You know what I'm saying? So Andrew is doing a lot of pretending to kill herself.
If her counsel doesn't like you, it don't matter if it's 1 or if it's 20.
Nigga, we know who her counsel is. It's Tyrese.
It's Tyrese who helped out. Exactly. And that nigga was
Tyrese trying to squeeze on in there. Of course he's gonna tell you, hey, you gotta leave that nigga. He wasn't doing that.
He was doing the opposite at the time. At the time he saved them, remember? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, but then
it's now they throw him to the bus. It's like, hold the fuck. And he didn't say nothing bad about her at all the whole time. He was like, Andy, you better chill out. You know you ain't got no prenup. Don't make me say what you don't know. This is fucking horrible, bro. This is your therapist flipping on you. How do you win? Because she maybe now I think about it, maybe she didn't know about the 10. That could have been confidential information. Can you imagine your fucking therapist?
Yeah, I don't think she knew about the 10. She didn't know about the 10.
I knew about the 10, so she was just being oblivious.
You didn't know about the 10. You're guessing about the 10. Of course, we know if there's 1, then there's probably more, right?
Not of course. It's you got all the numbers factored in. That's why I just said I knew automatically.
Yeah, but we don't know for sure. We only know for sure 1 name.
Only 1 is confirmed. That's what we go with.
Only 1 is confirmed. We might say, if there's where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah, with confirmed kill. Yeah, so. And this would be crazy if your therapist is out saying it's more than 10 women. You don't.
Can we stop saying that
Tyrese is a therapist? He's not.
I'm giving him the therapist aspect, because that's what they said he did. He went there, he talked them through, he got him walked it back. He acted like he was a therapist. Clearly he's not, because you can't sue him for because if he was a therapist, this would be breach of contract. He'd be getting sued right now. For, you know what I'm saying?
You can't have a friend as a therapist, especially when the friend, like, how do you know which side he's going to take? Of course, he's going to always lean towards one side. Well, that's the
thing. Like, before he went and helped them with their little marriage, or with their marriage, I'm not going to call it a little marriage. With their marriage, he wasn't DJ Envy's friend. He wasn't her friend. It's just because they're celebrities and the news was out there. So he went and volunteered to do that.
So they literally met him as a therapist. He was just some
celebrity, yeah. And he's like
a celebrity that heard about the news and was like, you know what, I can help these people. And they were like, okay, yeah, help us.
Right.
Tyrese is not qualified in no way to be a therapist, but they're like, okay, come help us. That's
I don't know
like
if he's not qualified. My dog makes love music. He preaches. I would argue therapists aren't qualified. Y'all need to really start pulling these therapist jackets. A lot of them are divorced or haven't been married. A lot of them are just preaching out a textbook. There's just educated white history that they're telling us.
There's things that they're learning from these textbooks. It's not just.
Yeah, I would. I don't know much about therapy, but I'm already very skeptical of it because a lot of therapy
universities degrees.
No, because a lot of the women are very much big on therapy, and all I know, all those that are, the more they're on therapy and everything is toxic, and if you do the root of toxic, what I'm looking for, the root, it's usually black men. Whatever it is, the therapy structure is, it usually comes down, the boogeyman is the black man.
But women are not the only therapists. There are male therapists.
Even the male therapists, a lot of the time. That's why they've been saying they the ones that are even more, when they say they're very feminine or this, that, and the third. The verbiage, a lot of the words we're hearing in culture now, when you're hearing toxic, all that other shit, all these women, they're heavy on therapy, self-healing, all that shit. Look at who's the number one villain, who's doing that needs the most help, who's doing that's being, it's the black guy at all of it, because this is white teaching being what's saying, and who's the ultimate epitome of all. It's supposed to, you think it'd be the white, the male structure, but somehow the motherfucker that's in the bottom of it all, still the black guy is the most toxic. So I'm already skeptical of therapy for that reason. But for whatever, it's usually,
when a white woman goes to therapy, what do they?
Somehow they're gonna blame Tyrone. They're gonna somehow come to terms. This is some Tyrone. He's gonna somehow blame it. But I feel like, he felt like he felt like he knew about love. He's been teaching people a lot. Plenty of people don't qualify. Maybe they felt through life experience. No different than Steve Harvey teaching women how to learn like a man, teach like a man, because after he broke up with his wife. So some people feel life experience, but it worked for Envy, clearly. But either way, up until it didn't.
Yeah, I was telling Juno, I thought I could be a
life
counselor. Yeah, a life coach or a counselor, like something like that. But then I was like, who the hell is going to listen to me? If I was Tyrese, if I was a celebrity, of course, then maybe other celebrities would be like, oh yeah, I heard of Swerve. He's a cool dude. Maybe he can save our marriage.
Here's how you know it's bullshit, because the quickest way you could blow up in any of these stuff is if you pander to women. Easy. The more pandering, the more you'll fly up quicker. You know what I'm saying? If you out here holding guys accountable, the most accountable, breaking guy code, the more guy codes you break, the more quicker your ascension.
Well, that's the thing. Women are the biggest consumers, so of course, that's everything.
That's the reason that what's name. That's a Derek Jenks. You saying that I seen just last week. Major Hype, that Jamaican comedian. He was going in on it. They were going in on a certain topic and like, hey man, I can't even speak on it. Women are my biggest fan base though, so you got this. He wasn't even doing the correcting. They're talking about some shit about holding women accountable. He didn't even want to even speak on it.
Yeah.
So that's how you know how much this is how much the media space is. My money. Yeah, this is how much the media space is, because as long as there's money to be made, how can you really? You're not willing to critique the people that the power of the dollar. You know what I'm saying? Look at Charlamagne. You know what I'm saying? Charlamagne, how much women are they usually holding accountable? Look at someone that's supposed to be that could be unbiased, like an Angela Yee. Angela Yee never holds women accountable at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's always I think does she even say, for the men, I don't even know if she even uses the words allegedly. She just reports the story. For the women, you might get it allegedly.
Yeah, Envy will have to interject and be like, allegedly?
Exactly, yeah. So it's always an automatic, trust all women for the women. So it's always even like that. So when you have all that, the whole media space is skewed like that. So it's gonna be seen to that aspect. But it is what it is. But like you're very much qualified though. If you want to look at Derek Jackson, though, if you want to throw niggas under the bus.
I could throw a couple niggas under the bus now.
Yeah, you'd be good to go.
That ain't no problem. That ain't no problem.
Yeah, the more niggas you want to throw under the bus, and if you want to go amongst men, or not even amongst men, because you're not gonna get all men, because men men aren't automatically gonna be, if you're bashing women or going the opposite. Because we're like even let's say even like Kevin Samuels, as much game he was dropping even in the beginning, I was like, I ain't with it, dog. This nigga saying he get a little too much hype out of bashing women. I was very much against it. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of people I don't think you got to put the medicine in the can. Even if what he's saying is true, like, nah, bro, don't take offense. Don't let your feelings get you. Listen to the words. And,
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm looking at the rest of the list, and this is looking like a big woman bashing list tonight.
We holding people accountable?
The next absurdity we got is Jada drops video of her and Tupac.
Just go right into that.
What was the video? What's the video? What's happening in this video? Sex tape?
No, it's them dancing. It's like they're in 17 or 18. They're young and they're dancing to Parents Just Don't Understand, Will Smith song, which is think of the irony.
Crazy.
Think of that. Full dancing. They have your lip singing. Tupac's a young Tupac, no tattoos, no nothing, just dancing. You know, people roasting him online. They're like, this is supposed to be the thug life guy. But, you know, he comes from theater school with her and shit like that. This shit's crazy. But like, damn, people say, imagine being a cuck, dog, being trolled from the grave. They out here just killing Will Smith, dog. I don't understand her obsession of constantly dropping Tupac stuff.
She is a narcissist.
Is that what it is?
She gets juice out of slamming this dude. Anytime she mentions Pac, she knows she's putting dirt on Will Smith's name just by mentioning Pac.
It's crazy to me.
Nigga, it's like this doesn't even shock me because she had Willow writing letters to Tupac, and Tupac was dead before Willow was fucking
Before she was even born. Like, come on.
Violation. Why is my kid
writing a letter to Tupac?
You're my mom's best friend. What is going on?
Exactly.
Write a letter to your dad. What are you talking about? Writing a letter to a dead man you don't even know.
Yeah, it's
my mom's
wild.
best friend.
And my mom miss you. We wish you would come back, bruh.
You know what it is? I don't know if it's because a whole generation was whitewashed. I wouldn't say whitewashed into believing the Tupac narrative. That was the Tupac straight thug narrative. That was Death Row doing such a great job that it didn't really put in Jada in it. And Jada seems to have a lot more connection to Tupac than we would have given the credit to. Because we did make it seem like this bitch met this nigga for 2 months and don't really know him like that. But she got old footage. She did.
They went to high school together.
Yeah, so
what does that mean? There's people that you went to high school with that you might.
But the Tupac story is never told that she really knew Jada like that. Like then it was like a brush up. If there was even that, you could mention Tupac all day long and never even mention Jada. But now she's like, nah,
I'm sure there's probably 10 other girls in that school that you could have similar stories with Pac.
Maybe because she's Jada. Maybe hers is elevated, but clearly that she has more connection to Tupac than a lot of people that there's a lot of people that Tupac was only in death for 6 months. It wasn't that long. It wasn't that long. Yeah, it wasn't that long. His rise, that little thing, that fire wreck happened in such a small period of time. So, and remember, that's all we hear of him. He had a whole life before that. He had this, that, third, and we realized that maybe she's bigger than what we thought. And because for a long time, she didn't bring him up. She didn't need to. She had her celebrity bag. She was in that. When that dried up, she had her Will Smith bag. Now that dried up, now she wants to be in Front Street again, and she's breaking out the hits, the Tupac hits.
Has Jada ever been bigger than Tupac?
I'm sure at some point when Tupac was dead. Once Tupac died, it became a cultural thing. Of course, yeah. It got bigger. It became a cultural thing.
Not like you talking about like when they were both alive.
I'm talking about ever in life. I don't think Jada's ever been bigger than Tupac.
I don't think so. No.
Jada Smith's biggest work probably being Catwoman.
That's Jada Smith. That's not Catwoman.
I thought that was
Halle Berry. That's Halle Berry. What is Jada's biggest work?
She was in
Set It Off is her biggest thing, I think.
Set It Off, yeah. Was she in Poetic Justice? No, that was Janet Jackson.
Like Jada's not what we.
She's like B-list.
She's not an A-list actress.
Okay.
Because she was never popping like that. All her notoriety really comes from being Will Smith's wife, and now one of the chicks Pac was fucking. But she was never one of those actresses that you would be like, she's that girl.
Yeah, like a Halle Berry.
I don't even think she's bigger than what's the girl name, bro? There's a lot of them, bro. Regina Hall,
the Taraji
P's, yeah. So she's always been she's never been a main actress. Was she in Bats or Baps?
No, that wasn't her.
That wasn't her?
That was Halle Berry.
Exactly, see?
We can't, it's crazy that we mix her up a lot of that.
We can't even name Halle Berry hits. Or not Halle Berry, Jada Pinkett
Jada?
hits.
Halle Berry got hits. Halle Berry's like the first.
Yeah, Halle
Exactly.
Berry.
All the shit we think is Jada. It's actually Halle Berry.
Exactly. It's just crazy. Let me look at her.
She was in Set It Off, and she was in. Yeah, look it up. Set It Off. I know she was in she was in one of those like classic black movies. Like, I forgot which one. She was dating a dude.
She's a
named Ken,
supporting
right?
actor, bro. She's never been the actress.
Yeah, the lead.
She's a support.
Yeah, she was even she was in the Matrix. Into the Matrix. So she's in the Matrix. So she's in the Matrix. That's a pretty popular thing, but like you said, it's support. It's not lead. That's a big franchise. Yeah, maybe you're right. She has some films, but like she's not the lead. She is, you know what I'm saying? It's in the Madagascar. She's a couple shit.
Yeah, she's a great supporting actress, but she can't even be a supportive wife. Shit is crazy. Shit is crazy, bro.
Who knows? What else we have though, which is crazy? Yeah, you know, every time, you know, I think the culture, she's became like you get this live long enough to see yourself become the villain. I wonder if we're ever gonna see Denzel become the villain.
I don't know about that.
I don't think so because Denzel stays out the way, bro.
Or live yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're out the way. You can be out the way as long as you just stay out the way. Once you start feeling like you stay out the way, it's when you start telling people what you personally feel about something. Will Smith
that's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah, Will Smith was on Godhood, bro. He was just there. Will Smith could do no harm. He was good. Then he went online and showed us. We thought we were doing social media right. We were just showing our lives. This motherfucker was jumping from planes. He had a whole production showing us we weren't even doing social media right. And then he wanted to give his wife a chat, and that becomes his.
That wasn't him though. That was his wife that did that though.
But without that's just become him chasing something. Before it was elusive. We didn't really know. Rumor, this other. Now that whole thing just cracking his that peel back kind of fucked everything back. Pause. That peel back, but
Denzel, I could definitely see him saying a few things. You know, people ask him some questions, and you know he's an old dude. He's gonna give you an old school answer. Yeah. He's gonna give you an old school answer, and that's just gonna cancel his ass.
If you know how to just be quiet and move on into the dark as you get older, you have no problem.
Speaking of being canceled, you know, black women. Sorry to keep bringing this back to black women to everyone listening, but you know, black women has recently turned on Maya Angelou.
Maya Angelou, for what reason?
I guess like there was a old interview like from the 90s where a young girl, she was on an interview and they was letting people like from the audience ask her questions, and the young girl, she's maybe a high school student, came up and was like, I want to ask Maya a question, and Maya Angelou was like, listen, we need to put some respect here.
I remember that back in the days. You can't just call me Maya.
You don't call me Maya. You call me Miss Angelou because I'm 3 times your age. You need to come with that respect type shit, right? And I'm telling you, the shit resurfaced, and now everybody's attacking Maya Angelou, talking about, she wrong for what she did. She didn't have to scold that girl like that on national TV.
I'm not gonna put you on just black women. That's called new black. We call that on Twitter. Because there's black and there's new black. New black is black kids that they grew up in the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? So they're like the Karens of the blacks. They're the ones that recently flipped on Malcolm X. They flip on Martin Luther King. Every day they find a little thing in history they don't like. Oh, I hope you didn't support this. If you weren't perfect, they now see it and they now villainize you. So that's one of the things. It ain't regular older black women of our time. This is the ones that are new black that don't want to be politically correct. They'll flip on her. Yeah, they're sumoing. These little kids.
Niggas find out that Martin Luther King was a cheater. Oh, he was a rampant cheater.
Their thing for Martin Luther King is that when Martin Luther King, he was doing all these coalitions, and then one of the members was trying to bring in the gays into the thing, and he was like, he never heard back from the guy because he's a pastor. Why the fuck I look like adding that in my shit? It don't make any sense. It don't. You know what I'm saying, I understand, but they're like, oh no, that just means he feels not all people should have rights. It should do black people, as if black people aren't also gay. Like that didn't already encompass it. You know what I'm saying? But so they try to say maybe he wasn't that same, and they did. And I think the other one they did for Malcolm X is like, oh, this guy was talking about because he was speaking on his book how this girl was talking crazy to her dude, and Malcolm X slapped her. This is before he was Malcolm X. This is when he was still
Detroit Red.
Detroit Red. And they're like, and people are like, this is why y'all new blacks can't have no one saying, finish the fucking book. This is him giving you his detail who he was before he changed. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, these people they catch the one thing and think they're like, aha, that I got you moment. These new blacks.
It's these Gen Z motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah, that's what it is. They try to find everything for this. And usually it's the same type of look. You know, it's usually a fat girl with a septum piercing or nose piercing.
Yeah, with a bull ring.
A bull ring or some kind of nose piercing and using all sorts of therapeutic terms.
Them bitches need to be, yeah. we gotta do something about these bitches, bro. These big bitches with these bull ring nose.
That got a word for everything and speaks on how the word should be versus how it is, and it's just one of those things.
What else we got? What else we got in hip hop?
We're just talking about Halle. Let's just go back up to the top. Talk about Halle Berry. She says that she didn't approve of Drake using her image for "Slime You Out," the single that Drake just put out. And she said that he asked me and I said no. But he went along with it anyway, still used the image. I mean, I think you guys talked about this anyway before, you know, people trying to get permission for things that don't belong to them.
That's what happened.
What did he use? I didn't see anything.
There's a picture of her at the 2017 Nickelodeon Awards with her just with like a bunch of slime on her face, like she got ooze or something, like a bunch of green slime on her. And that's the picture that they used.
Yeah, she got not 2017. It happened this year.
Was it seven? It was this year.
It happened.
I thought it was old.
No, the bucket just happened a couple nights before. It was a surprise when that person creeped over and was in for something. I could have sworn they just
I
had
thought
like
it was an old picture.
Yeah, I could have sworn, but either way, that wasn't the official cover. It was kind of like this shit got hot just like 2 days before. His PR team was smart, but like, hey, we could use it. This is a single for Slime. That wasn't the official single cover, but they just like, hey, we'll just throw this.
They just used it for promo.
For promo, you know what I'm saying? And she complained, or I didn't like it. But come to find out, she didn't even own the rights. Stop complaining over shit you don't own. You know what I'm saying?
It belonged to like Getty Images, I think, or something like that. He paid the proper people he needed to pay.
You know what I'm saying? It was his fault for even. He's
for
trying
even
to be nice.
Why even ask?
Yeah, but like I paid.
He's trying to slide in. And he trying to GTD. He trying to get the draws.
She was doing a little. He might have even been doing a little too much. It's like when French Montana, when Uncle Luke got mad that French Montana took his song. I just feel it's messed up. These niggas are saying don't come and get permission. First said, motherfucker, I paid who I'm supposed to pay.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Remember? I paid the publishing. What you want me? What you come to me for?
Beyonce even had that issue.
Yeah, Beyonce had that issue with Khalees. Getting mad that she had a song that sampled her. That Beyonce, what you want me to do? I don't make the beats. The fuck you on? I don't make the beats. I got it from Pharrell made the beat. It came with a sample. We cleared it with all the lawyers. The sample was good to go. You want me to find every writer on this song and get their permission? That's not my job. You know what I'm saying? And the person that sold it just feel the type of way. People just be crazy, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's this new culture, bro. Everybody wants. It's the thing. Everybody wants a participation trophy on everything.
Yeah, like it's crazy.
They want to be recognized forever. They want you to pay homage to them forever for whatever project they did back in the 80s, 90s. You sample it, they want you to let the world know that I was the original person to use this.
It's like the nigga that got mad last week when Puff Daddy gave back the publishing. He's like, man, them shit's like $200 a year. Why don't make it? Why don't you just give us the millions? Why would I give you the millions? I'm giving you back to you. That's a gesture within itself. Why would I give you the money that I made and we agreed to? I don't have to give it to you. You're saying I'm just giving back. I don't want to say. If you don't want it, just say no. You don't want it. This video is not even necessary. Is it? People be doing the most to get in front of that camera to shame. You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy. What else we on?
All right. Speaking of slime and shit like that, we can jump into your boy DJ Academics pressing Adam 22 about being a sexual deviant.
Yep.
What does he mean by that?
Well, only I feel like a lot of black folks, especially, just can't get with the fact that Adam 22 is because I guess it wasn't just that one off of him having the dude smash his wife. I guess now he's doing content with other niggas smashing his wife. So Adam 22 said, well, it wasn't like that when he first messed his wife. he got together. And now it's becoming more clear, him and his homeboy both hit, and he kind of turned them on. But like, and I didn't come from the past back in the days when I was running train on those, as he said. So that was just, it was cool with that. Like, okay, so my dog might be a cuck out here, you know what I'm saying? Or he like, nah, it's not like that. People like, well, they feel because it's important, like they feel that the progression should be his next progression is going to happen to be with just him actually being with a guy himself, cutting the girl out altogether.
How do you jump to such an extreme?
Because in cuck world, you go from watching your girl get beat
to having somebody skeet on your face.
So you ski in your face, to them getting the guy finishing in your girl and you following it up and eating it out of him.
Oh,
to just the dick right in your fucking
mouth. You slipping right now.
It doesn't need a pause because the niggas is gay. It goes straight to the gayness. It goes from watching. It goes from you watching.
Nate said no pause.
No pause. It is gay shit we're speaking of. That's where Adam is. That's where their trajectory is at, because it goes from watching your girl get pleasure, which is understand you might be, you're into giving pleasure, you're into watching your girl get pleasure, some freaky shit, to now it's humiliation.
Humiliation, that's extra. Come on,
it's the humiliation. How much bigger it is? Now he's finishing. You go in there and follow up in it. Now it's just he taking out. He's nutting your face.
Pause.
The shit is crazy. Yeah, I'll take the pause down, but so he's like, well, it's not that, but he was explaining people might feel it's going to progress to that because I also get paid for it. He's like, it's something I already like to do and I get paid for it, but no, I'm not going to be able to do it. And then he was like, and I could do, well, you're a bit of a freak, a bit of deviant. And he took like real offense. How the fuck am I deviant? How the fuck am I deviant? This is, I think us black folks will never understand.
Is deviant an offensive word?
I don't
know if a deviant is. Listen, if someone says a man is a sexual deviant, I don't know if that's offensive.
That's what I was saying, bro. I think all men are sexual.
All men are deviants by nature, but there's levels. There's levels.
There's levels. Definitely levels.
And white men usually are peak deviant. So I think us black folks need to understand that we're just not on that level. These are people from the Romans.
We're just not free yet.
Yeah. We get that level.
We always a couple of decades behind. Maybe a couple.
Wise. Yeah. So I think that the people, some people, you have people that are arguing. Oh, look at him. He's getting paid. You could tell that nigga hurt. They try to shame him and make him feel bad that his girl's getting smashed when it was his idea. He put it on camera. People can't wrap their head around.
He paid the guy.
Yeah, like, oh, he's a cuck. He don't understand anything. And then I even have friends I argue like, bro, you don't understand. No, trust me, all money ain't good. This guy's dying inside. Like, I think you want to believe that. It's like some people can't understand. I seen online someone was complaining that talking about Sukiana and the other girl, Dirty Red, Sexy Red. They or Megan and Cardi. It was Megan and Cardi. They're talking about, look, another video of them shaking ass. That's why all money ain't good money. Look at their eyes. You can tell their souls. You can tell they're sad. You mean telling these millionaires that have been shaking their ass as teenagers feel bad about shaking their ass? Get the fuck out of here. You putting your own onus on it because you can't get paid millions, one. And two, that's just your idea of it. Just because you think something's wrong, some people really are cool with it. They don't have no problem against it. They don't feel bad about it. And you have to understand that's also reality too. Plenty of girls might lie and say they'll do OnlyFans and they love it and they are dying inside. But there are also those that, no, I'm perfectly fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta understand that's also reality too.
Those people are money hungry. They don't care about. It's like the Adam 22. He could, the phrase gay for pay.
Yeah.
When you're
that's what people feel like. They feel he could go that route, but it ain't about money for him. He was like, he already got money. He already get paid. There's out there. He does something. He's getting paid for something he enjoys to do, and it's money. And if he's not offended, but even if it's not gay for, he might get to the point where he might be gay for pay, but clearly the gayness is not a thing. It's not a big issue for him. Not everything is I have to fight my pride moment. I have to swallow my pride. Some people are like, yeah, it's not that big of a deal for me. Just like
he don't need to be getting offended when somebody calls him a deviant, because that's what he is.
If he gets to that point, sure. I mean, he's a deviant already, clearly.
He's a deviant now.
Yeah, he's a deviant now. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just how it is.
Y'all niggas telling me y'all not sexual deviant? Deviants?
No, I'm not going to throw that on me. You might say freak.
I'm going to just call it, we're all sexual deviants, and just end it there.
Adam was on a different level, but he was kind of offended by accent on that.
All right, we skipped politics. Y'all want to jump into politics because it's just one bullshit in politics, which is Quavo meets up with Kamala Harris, the vice president. What the fuck is Quavo and Kamala Harris meeting up for?
Elections coming around. You got to wrangle up the black vote. Biden's trying to do minority stuff. Just this week he just said they're about to give work visas to about 500,000 Venezuelans migrants. He also pressed for Haiti UN to finally get involved and help Haiti. So it's a couple of stuff, they're bringing in lots of migrants, all that big pass that they pass for a lot of Haitians that come in visa. He's doing a lot of the immigrants, a lot of the blacks, they're doing a lot of outreach between migrants and blacks, keeping that voter base, showing a little bit of outreach, a little bit of work, except the actual black people on the ground are still being passed up, and how that goes, but it looks good on paper.
What the fuck is here? What is Kamala Harris and Quavo talking about? Face.
Exactly, the American blacks.
Nothing. It's just we're gonna trick these niggas. Hey, they like Quavo. They like to dance and do.
Yeah.
They probably in the kitchen whipping it up. Stir fry some shit.
And let me bring them to the White House podium, shit like that, and that's what happens.
God damn, bro, shit is crazy.
They had they had a hip hop party at the White House, didn't they? Or at her house?
Something. I seen Fat Joe gifting Bill Clinton a pair of his Jordans.
Forces.
Was it Forces? Air Forces.
I think it's Forces.
That's the Terror Squad Forces that recently dropped.
And I know in his head, Bill Clinton was saying, "What this nigga think I'm gonna do with this?" I know it is. Why
he put them all right there?
No, he just gets us over. He about to take off these gator skin slides off to put on some Terror Squad for. He's like, "Oh, thank you." This is other, as if he's actually gonna wear it.
Threw them shits right in the trash.
Shit is crazy, man. But hip hop space, the black space, our entertainers are very much seen as our
political leaders.
Other political leaders, which kind of sucks. It does kind of suck, yeah. It does kind of suck. We want it to be one way. It is what it is. It
sucks if they're not qualified, but if they're qualified, you could be a rapper and be a smart guy.
Yeah, but it's the fact that
but they don't go to the smart guys that we know are rappers. They don't go to a Scarface.
They're gonna go to Quavo.
They don't go to a Killer Mike. They'll go to a Cardi B. They'll go to a Quavo. Mm-hmm. They'll go to a Sexy Red, bruh. The shit is crazy.
They shouldn't be going to entertainers, period. They should, if they go to the entertainers should do it laid up, like, oh, glad that you brought me. I brought this guy with me. I brought that person, saying, wing it over to the right person. There's no problem using the celebrity to pivot. You know what I'm saying, to use to bring the eyes, but then actually have someone that actually know what they're talking about, pick it up from that point on. But there's still the same old song and dance. Break out the
just
celebrity.
Say, Quavo, you and a couple of your homeboys come through.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quavo should have brought some actually intellectual people who actually know what they're talking about. Somebody who knows the issues.
You should, but when you have that power, you never feel like you're like, nigga, I'm good, I got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Nigga,
I could run for president.
Exactly. It's
don't look too hard.
It was definitely a high point. You know what I'm saying? It's still crazy. You know what I'm saying? That it was good to see that. I thought the Migos they had linked back up again, right? A couple weeks ago.
They had like a performance or something. What was it? There was a performance at some type of award show where they got together and actually performed together on stage. So
it's good. We'll see if they actually end up dropping like a duo album or something together. But they're both doing good even separately. I'd say Offset's even kind of more popular now because it's just him and his wife. He's doing good. He just dropped two fire singles. He had the one with him and Cardi B, the jealous ass bitch. That one, Jealousy. Mm-hmm. That was fire. And this week he dropped the one called Fans. Fire. Where in the music video he disses like Michael Jackson and Smooth Criminal does all the dance, because you already know Migos always do the best videos. So even as an individual, he's still on that type of time, dancing, very animated, very low video. Like that's one thing I like about the Migos. Even though they're doing straight hood music, they're not, and they have no personality come in interviews how they used to do. I don't think they do that anymore. But remember how they used to be, or they want to be all saying. But when it came to videos, it was very lively and animated and dope, high budget, and even as individuals, they still on that type of time.
Like Ludacris used to do with his videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trio of Ludacris, Busta Rhymes, those guys used to.
Yeah, Busta Rhymes. Definitely.
Yeah, so so a lot of people just rather just stand for the crowd. They still do very good.
Nobody had better videos than Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, not at all. Yep. I saw a video.
Maybe Missy Elliott had some better videos than Busta Rhymes, but other than that, I don't.
Yeah, I saw a video this past week of Busta Rhymes at a concert, Yeah, you know what I'm saying, holding the mic like it's supposed to be his dick doing all this type of shit. That shit looked wildly inappropriate. I'm like, look
Old
at this
man shit.
old man out here just someone got
That
to get
nigga
this
think he
motherfucker
in
off
the
the stage.
'90s, huh?
I like, bruh, Buster, there's kids in this crowd for Pete's sake. Jeez.
Fucking kid.
Someone got to get their grandpa off the fucking stage. Wait. And 50 says he got this from me. I used to do this back in the days. Even I ain't crazy enough to do this type of shit no more.
Yeah.
So I was like, right when I see it, I was like, what is he thinking? This shit is wild. What else we on?
That was the last thing in politics, or the only thing in politics. Pop culture, you got your boy Jonathan Major breaks up a fight between some teenagers while he was out for lunch. Who put that on?
Did y'all see the fight?
No, I didn't see it.
The fight looks. People are saying that it's scripted, and it looks kind of scripted because I don't know. This fight is, I don't know. The fight didn't look like a real fight. And even when he was separating them, they didn't look like they was really trying to fight each other. Like they wasn't really trying to get back at each other. So I'm like, does he need to do this? If it is scripted?
Even if it's not scripted, if it is scripted, nothing is sacred nowadays. Because someone that's either in his PR team or someone that used to be in it said, I guess my apology letter didn't work. They decided to go a different route. I don't know if that was a joke. I'm hoping that was a joke. Because imagine if the nigga that was in your PR team, they didn't take his letter and he's actually going on. I guess they didn't want to go my route. They had to do this, the fake.
Somebody on his PR team said that?
That's what they made it seem like this. I guess my apology letter wasn't good enough. They rather just make it seem like he's a hero. But the means that you'll go to win back public favor. This happens in Hollywood. Sometimes you gotta do some shit to make people remember who you were. You know what I'm saying? Or when the public turns against you, if you want to turn them back against him. Jonathan Major is on the clock. He has to get the public back on his side. I don't feel we ever turned against him anyways. You know what I'm saying? Disney the one charge did not cancel him, but Disney's so scared of fear, they almost immediately pulled back this other, and he's tied to supposed to be like the next 2 or 3 Marvel franchises shit he's supposed to be tied to. So they kind of want to get ahead of it. Is that a third? But like I don't feel he was stained, but none of these companies got any balls anymore. So
yeah, they want to rip the cord before anything major happens, just in case something major happens.
But it's fucked up because the way Marvel makes movies, they're connected, and he's the main villain already.
Mm-hmm.
So if
he's a black guy, they'll switch you out for another nigga.
They can't do that.
They can. They really can do though. They don't like to do it. Yeah,
I don't want to see it.
They do it all the time. I'm surprised they didn't recast T'Challa.
And black folks I felt kind of mad that they did it. I thought they should have gave the Denzel Washington son. Like he's such a dope. If they didn't recast, it's fine. They shouldn't have killed him off. Just say he's not there. Then you can recast in the future. Now they killed off the character altogether. That's fucking throw. It's such a dope character that it didn't make no sense to kill off the Black Panther that early. You know what I'm saying?
In the movie, though, his son had the same name as him.
Yeah, but how much that son was a baby? How long is it gonna be till he grows up? You know what I'm saying?
Then you can recast that the kid. Yeah, it doesn't have to be that same exact kid. We could just be like, oh yeah, this is T'Challa's son. We can get Denzel's kid and be like, oh yeah, this was T'Challa's son.
Yeah, but how would all the other characters age? Because he's a baby and all the other characters are grown. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, they're gonna age too.
They'd have to age. That's what I'm saying. So that's what fucks those shit up. They should have either just make him not in the movie and then recast
y'all
him
know
later.
black don't crack. That's what they gonna hit y'all with. Black don't crack. That's why these people still look like the same age.
They still look the same. They'll say, yeah, black don't crack. They just get fat. That's it. They'll show pictures like we just see yesterday. They'll show pictures of Martin and shit like that as they get older. Anything that they crack, they just get a little fat. And people say, damn, look at them. That's the only damn difference. They just put on some weight.
All right, what else we got in pop culture? Your boy Elon Musk is back into the pop culture space after he hints that Twitter is gonna become a paid. It's gonna go behind the paywall to where there's a small fee for everyone that uses the platform. And his rationale behind it was that Twitter is just flooded with too much bots. And
that's fine. Somebody tell Elon that's fine.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it because I ain't paying. Nate's gonna give up that money, but I'm good.
Listen, Elon is a genius. You know what I'm saying? Long live Elon. Everything he does makes sense. Every month he got us talking about a platform that's supposed to be going under and dying. Everyone's saying they're about to leave, and never do they leave.
You talking about Twitter?
Yeah, every month. This was be a felling platform. He bought it. It was bad when he was buying it. Like, y'all cooking the books. I didn't want to buy it. Y'all forced me to have to buy it. Y'all take me to court. He said, fine, I'll buy it. And everything he do, they're like, don't do it, don't do it. He does whatever the fuck he want. And people online, oh, that's it, I'm gonna leave. And they don't leave. And every month, Twitter is the Kanye West of platforms. We don't talk about Instagram. We don't talk about Facebook. But every month we find a reason to talk about Twitter. You know what I'm saying? When he said he was gonna make you pay for the blue checks, people were like, "Oh, y'all fucking losers!" Even on Twitter, oh, at least I'm not paying for Twitter. It was a joke to not pay for Twitter. Then people started posting their checks last month. When you get in 1 cent per fucking per
Retweet or something?
retweet. People out here getting $150, $250 off tots. Now
really?
motherfuckers, now motherfuckers pay.
If I would have known that, then I would have purchased
Exactly.
Well, but ain't nobody
Listen.
retweeting my shit though.
Listen, now people that make hot takes, now they're really making hot takes. Now
Yeah,
they
but
going
those
out their
people,
way to
those
talk
people are
crazy.
the one. Those people are not the ones that are the people who
it's
say they're
people-
leaving. The people that say they're leaving, they're regular people like me and you who just
No,
got a few hundred
But
followers.
in the black Twitter space, you don't have to need it. Black Twitter is what runs Twitter. Black Twitter. I'm talking. I see people that go viral. I
Swear,
bother
don't
with-
play with Nate. Nate's big on Twitter.
Listen, Black Twitter, you don't need the big space to go viral.
Nate, how
'cause we
many
start
how
videos.
many followers you at on Twitter?
I don't know. I can't say. And a lot of it probably was bought early when I was doing music on this. So it's not. I can't even know the actual number. But all I know is the Black Twitter space. You don't have to be big for a thing to go viral. And once they go viral, the money's still real. The shit. And so people they're like, oh damn, now I'm kind of feeling bad that I bashed not getting the check mark, because when that shit hit, the money's real. So it's just like a fucking getting hit off of a YouTube video. So
yeah,
now,
but he didn't. Ain't nobody mentioned all that when they were talking about blue checks. They're just saying, oh, you have to pay
he
to get a
said you
blue
have to
check.
buy it and you was going to monetize. He said we're going to monetize Twitter down the future. And people was like, oh, just the fact that you had the nerves to even make us pay, people didn't want to do it. But some people said we're going to pay for it to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just us. You know, the way he was treating Twitter, he made big corporations, because there's a fee that he's telling low people, but big companies, he told big companies, it's different for big companies. So if you were like because there's Burger King. Think of like a Burger King. He's not asking Burger King to just pay $10 a month. He was asking the bigger, not even bigger companies. He was asking government companies for even a bigger cut, and that was not even
there's
disclosed.
the companies and those shits like business accounts.
Yeah,
They paying bread.
yeah. He's like, as you should, because you're searchable on my website. You have to pay Google. Why the fuck would you not think you have to pay me? You're like, because if you don't do it and I don't verify it, someone else could impersonate you. And this happens. If someone puts up that they're Burger King on the day and like, today we're no longer selling the Whopper, and that shit trends and you're not really Burger King, the Burger King stocks drops. You can lose $1 billion, $2 billion a day off an impersonator. You want that check. Pay it or not, or pay the consequence.
Yeah, because those big corporations, they pay like $1,000 a month, then like $25 for each sub account. So it's like
They pay good money. So
they get
he
hit
wasn't
across the
speaking.
head.
So he was been telling me, like, hey, y'all guys don't think y'all. He's like, I got almost 3 billion. I got like a 3 billion followers, whatever it is he have on Twitter. A third of the world coming through this shit. Y'all gonna have to pay. He been cracking them over the head. You know what I'm saying? Not a regular people out there was saying like, so he has good reason. So now that you could go viral, you're talking about a platform that you can reach a president, you can reach him at any given time. He can get real time response. So, but either way, people are complaining that they're not gonna pay. He says he's going to make it so that way he's trying to kill down the bots for whatever reason. I don't know if he's actually going to pay. It'd be wild. This would be the first platform to actually make people pay. But, I was ready to pay for a check mark after seeing that. You know what I'm saying? If you use it acting up, even if that shit hit, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you getting the impressions back on it and you tweeting every day anyways.
Yeah, if you're getting those impressions and then you hear this news like that, you're like, oh yeah, this is a deal. I'm going to pay this $5 for this check every month, and I'm going to get it back. I'm going to get it back on my tweets.
Yeah, some people didn't want to pay him anyways on just principle. A lot of people say, and it's the most voiceless one. We're just gonna go elsewhere. Y'all not going nowhere because y'all have a different crowd. Ain't nobody gonna hear you complain, which is what the Twitters are at. Twitters are the complainers. Ain't nobody gonna hear your complaints on Instagram. Yeah, ain't nobody hear that shit on Instagram or anywhere else. Even on IG, when you see on the Shade Room or Spiritual World when they're showing Snapchats, it's of tweets of the complainers. That shit go viral. The hot takes, it's from Twitter. The people that think spicy, that argumentative, they're on Twitter. There's a place for you. That's your platform, and you really have no other home to go to. So as much as they complain, he got you by the balls. So I don't know if it's gonna be paid. It's gonna be crazy.
Pause.
What else we on?
I don't know what shit you on, nigga. You talking about he got you by the
Grab him by
balls.
the balls.
Crazy. All right. Other in pop culture, your boy Anthony Anderson has been ordered to pay his ex-wife $20,000 a month in a divorce settlement.
This is alimony. This is not child support.
Yeah, alimony.
How much kids they got? Do they got
I don't know.
kids?
They didn't even mention child support. This is just alimony. I don't know if they have kids. Maybe if they do, maybe they're grown.
Well, niggas got it. So
It's crazy though.
The
That's
people-
what is that? $20,000 a month. What is that? That's $240. What is that?
at 240.
$240 a year.
That's light to them niggas though.
Yeah,
It's
240.
crazy
I
though,
guess
man.
240 a year is might be light, but
It might be like, oh, we're paying another adult to do what?
another person's full salary.
Yeah, to do what? I understand we have the divorce settlement. What is this alimony? I gotta just keep paying you subscription.
Keep paying.
I don't
after the shit is over.
after
we're
this shit is
still-
over. Chris Rock said it best. I don't even get to resample the box. I don't get to get head every now and then. What am I still paying for? Alimony some bullshit, bro. It don't
you
make
should be
no
able to
sense.
revisit the box.
You should be, because they're still getting the benefits. Because this is not the divorce settlement. You can have
So
a
is that the
settlement
only
where-
benefits y'all niggas see in wives is sex? Y'all
No,
niggas is
we're talking
wild.
about if
Well,
after the
but
shit's
they're
over,
we're not getting any of those benefits
you're
no
not
more.
getting nothing. It's over. Why
Yeah,
is it?
she should
She's
at
not
least
gonna
have
come
to
by
wash
and-
my
and
dog
fold your
clothes or something.
clothes and
Yeah,
she
there's-
ain't-
what is this? Alimony is bullshit. Don't make don't make any sense. What is he paying $240,000 a year for?
for an able-bodied person.
Yeah, just to say I used to be with him,
Yeah, it's crazy.
and she still gets her, let's say $2-3 million settlement when they broke up, and she still get that windfall, whatever that half is, and I still get a subscription. That shit is crazy, and he gets nothing for it. That alimony shit is thrown.
Marriage benefits the man, but divorce benefits the woman.
Nothing benefits the man.
Being
I don't
married
even talk
benefits
about-
you. Having a wife right now, but you're benefiting from having a wife right
Having
now.
a woman love
when
you
you're
benefits you.
divorced, that's
Having a
when you
woman-
lose the benefit.
Nah,
That's when
having
you
a
start
woman-
losing.
I don't know,
You
man.
want to
I
disagree
can't
with
say
that?
I can't disagree with that because married men live longer than single men,
That's
and
the
married
love of a
women
woman.
live shorter than single
that's
women.
the love. That's the love of a woman. I don't know if a married man or a man that has one woman that he's with that's actually caring care for him, if they live any shorter than a single. It's single men for sure live shorter, but I don't know if a man that has a woman in his life there. I don't know if it's any different than a married man.
You're talking about the paper. You're saying the paperwork is what's not needed.
It's definitely not. It has no benefit for the men. I can't see the aspect of it.
Well, yeah, the paperwork, I guess there's no benefit of it, but having a woman there, but most women
Yeah,
aren't going to just hang.
absolutely. Yeah,
A lot of
women
women
are
aren't just going to hang around without the marriage
Yeah,
because
and they have reason to.
because their benefit is the divorce, so that's why they need the marriage. Because
Yeah.
if you start fucking up, they got something. They got that work for you.
They got that subscription.
Got them
package
papers.
they
You
go.
got to sign these papers, Playboy.
It benefits some men, but the society don't like those men.
What you mean?
Halle Berry has to pay spousal support. Mary J.
Anytime
Blige,
anytime a woman has to pay it when she understands
the
spousal
society
support,
don't like you no more.
the paying spousal support period doesn't make sense for anyway. You know what I'm saying, just do a flat settlement. If you hit them for half, and that's it. What is this paying at going at? That shit is thrown. They don't make any sense because you can't get any more benefit from the person.
Now, did she get half of his assets as well, and he's
I don't
still
think so,
paying
but
40,
whatever
or
they agreed for,
is
it
he
might not
just
be
paying?
half. It might not be half, but let's say they gave her $2 million, $3 million, whatever it is. I'm sure they.
I'll
gave her a
take that
decent
deal.
amount.
You wouldn't take that deal versus giving her
It
half
might be better for you.
of
It might
your
be better
network.
to just get to do the 20 a month than to give half away.
Exactly. So
Especially since
No.
you're,
nigga
'cause
might
who knows how much
nigga
more
might
he's
got
gonna
a
make
deal,
you.
Nate.
What I mean is you might not get the half. Let's say they don't give half, but whatever it is, when they give you an alimony, they still end up hitting you with a windfall, a separation windfall. Like you were saying, it's not like, I don't think you just get alimony only and don't get no little bag to go. You know what I'm saying, like the thing. That's what I mean. It's the alimony that I feel is unnecessary. Because they don't even have to get the money to hit you over the head for it. They don't have to touch it. They can just live off the alimony. Because remember, the alimony only lasts, what is it, like 10 years, 20 years, or up until you remarry?
Until she remarries.
Yeah, or some shit like that. So it's
I'll
crazy.
never remarry.
And a lot of them never remarry. So that lets you know. You see, it just becomes a money play.
Speaking of money plays, this past week, internet has been blowing up. Your boy Tyler Perry had an interview where he was trying to explain to women, these high earning women, that love is not about money. Sometimes if a nigga's a good nigga, he's a good nigga. And these chicks was not having it.
He did say a little throaty, like sometimes, you know, the women could be making all that this and third. If he got all the bread this and third, and he could just pay just the light bill, that should be enough.
That's where he.
Him saying the light bill.
That's where he fucked up at.
Yeah,
it's not a fuck up though.
That's
it's
what
only
teenagers
a fuck
do.
Up. It's only a fuck up if you know the area. If you got Lake Worth Power, that's that's a bill. That nigga's picking up $300 a month, $500 a month. He a good nigga. What you
that's what teenagers do. When you get your first job and you still living at your parents' house, that's what you do. Just take care of one bill.
I think he's just giving an idea, you know, it's just one bill. But he's just saying don't let monetary be the only thing. That's not your only worth. But of course, women immediately was not having it because women don't date down or don't tend to or don't feel like it. They feel like, you know what I'm saying, you have to bring something else to the table or do more. They didn't want to hear that. They're like, why is it black women are only has to settle this and they're like, well, if you're crushing and you're doing so well, this, that, third, and your guys are currently beneath you, and some people is automatically correcting that. They're like, well, black guys are earn more than black women were saying. But I think in his world, the media and high earning stuff that are, you know, certain areas, I think it could be perceived that black women are outballing black men. When even though the data doesn't prove, it doesn't really show that. I think men are out earning like by 6 cents or more than women. But if whatever reason in the black society, we do believe that black women are out earning men. Even the I don't even want to say the KS metric because he was like they all want the high earning men and they most not earning, and most of them are also not high earning themselves. So this idea that the women are outperforming the men is still kind of, it doesn't, even the data don't prove that.
Where's Gray Meyer when we need him?
Yeah, because Gray would cut him down right then and there. Gray had all these.
Gray would have shut your shit down right away and been like, "There's no way they're making more money than us." They're not.
They're not though. They're not. But those that are, there's some in certain areas they are outperforming their guys. You know what I'm saying? But either way, they're telling some of these women that, you know, they have to settle for a little bit less, and no one wants to hear the subtle talk. No one wants to hear the subtle talk, and
he never used the word settle.
He tells you be realistic. He uses all the more that's what's crazy is that as Kevin Samuels died, the longer he's died, the more his thing. It's like this is how people become saints, though. This is how people become written into history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and become legends, prophets, because everything he says, you crazy. Like a year or so and a half, he had an interview with Kendra, the lady, and he was telling her realistic value, this, that, and the third, only to see a video of her like a year or so later, talking to the women after being a coach for this is what y'all need to do. Y'all need to really set the standard, using almost everything Kevin Samuel said. I like this shit came around full circle.
Yeah, man.
I like this shit is throw, bro.
Rest in peace to the GOAT, St. Samuels of Atlanta.
I gotta give him props. I like this shit is throw. This shit is crazy to see this shit come back around. Her just using it, she's like, I'm saying, and she was like, I don't like to speak ill of the dead as the third, and she's like, I don't agree his metric of women's value are based on men. I'm just telling women you have to be realistic. Yeah, he'll tell you the same shit. You don't like to hear the shit he said. It's just crazy. But like I said, like you win more with honey than you do with vinegar. So if he wanted to go further, he would have to sauce it up a bit. But his method works. He reached half the world. Kevin Samuel didn't even get a chance to get canceled, bro. They're trying to. He didn't get big enough to even get canceled because, you know, your boy piggybacked off him and got skyrocketed.
That's the thing. I think they tried to cancel him, but he had so much support from the male side that he wasn't cancelable at that moment.
But he hadn't gone full mainstream yet either.
He was never going to go mainstream.
It depends because look how quick Andrew Tate came after him.
Yeah, but neither one of them niggas, Andrew Tate or Kevin Samuels, we never see them on like network television, not talking the way they talking.
Andrew Tate was an issue where they're talking about. You talking about governments were talking about we have an issue with boys being subsidized by being indoctrinated by Andrew Tate. He became a problem. That's why they had to get him off the chessboard. You know? These people that have control of alternative media, when you have not even alternative, when they have their own alternative media and they start having control over the masses, you know what I'm saying? They look at it strange. They'd rather a religion have that. They don't like one person having that much power that they can't control. The institution are not with that. So and then they go after it even when they're adults. You know what I'm saying? The Joe Rogans, Russell. Look who they just came out with this week. Russell, the comedian.
Russell, Brand? No.
Yeah, Russell Brand. Yeah. The
British
UK
guy.
one, the British guy.
Yeah.
This week. He was saying he's like the Joe Rogan of his area. They hit him with some sexual assault allegations against him from years ago, shit like that. So anytime you got like over 6 million, 8 million YouTube followers out, and he called out, Big Pharma and shit like that. Anytime you're that huge and you got cult following and you're pulling away from network television, there's always hit pieces. Where's the pause on that one?
So whatever, you're that huge.
Oh, it's all right. I thought I was a reach, but there's always the institution. Legacy media is dying. And you're pulling, you know what I'm saying? You're pulling from them and they can't control you. They can't control the narratives. Just this past week, I seen, which I feel like kind of segueing back, Adam 22, DJ Academics, Vlad TV, and Say Cheese said they're coming out their own award show. Expect hit pieces on either, if not one, all four of them soon enough.
They're doing it together? Pause.
Yeah, together. Because they don't believe in, like, they're like all these other people giving people, different awards. They're like, y'all motherfuckers don't control the culture. We do now. And legacy media don't like that. They're not going to like that. That's too much for a power independently, just moving the needle by themselves.
People.
Not even for independent people that do what they want, where we can't control what they say. They're not with that. You know what I'm saying? And anyone would be. This is a profit share. This is business. I can't allow you to just come through and take food off my plate. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. But you watch, I guarantee in no time, be prepared for one of them, all sorts of slanderous and shit, either of a takedown or one way or the other of them. If they start doing award shows where you don't, because you're talking about VMAs, BET Awards, Hip Hop Awards, all these other institutions that all these rappers looking for. They want to get their little trinkets and their highlights, and they can't get, when their thing becomes the biggest and they can't buy them off or what's it, it's gonna become a problem. Yeah, I got you on the biggest on that one. Yeah.
All right.
What else are we on?
Let's see. Y'all got Krishana Rock and Blueface stunt the world again.
Yeah, they fooled the world again. After she had her son and named her son Krishan Jr., which is crazy. Named it after herself. This past week, her and Blueface, they got back together again or something like that. And you seen him. She signed like a contract, what they call like, I don't know, baby mama records or something like that, where he signed his other baby mama and her to their label, his label. They're supposed to have like a family record label type, and she's gonna rename the baby now, make him a junior,
a real junior.
Yeah, a real junior, name after him. She's like, I think it's odd he got two sons already, and none of them named after him. I'm gonna fix that. She's still taking shots at the other baby mama. That's the one thing I like about Krishan, that she's raw. She's like, look, what's the problem? Me and the girl, what's the name? I told her she want to square up. Obviously, she don't. She don't want to throw no hands. And me and him ain't beefing no more. And he does it. And I shouldn't name the kid after me if he's not a deadbeat dad. So I am gonna change it. But if we were beefing, I would keep it like that. Shows you how petty she is. I give her props for just being real. But the fact that even in the midst of all, she's still like, no, I'm willing to whoop her ass anytime she wants, but she ain't willing to fight. It's such a toxic thing that we keep rooting for them, trying to hope that she give it out. Like, listen, she's an active participant. She knows what she's doing. And as much as we root for her, she doesn't want out.
She don't want to be saved.
She don't want to be saved. And if she could save herself if she wanted to. She don't want to. And even Blueface, even when she was having the baby, they're like, please stop mentioning her and us. I'm over here with my girl and my kids. We're not worried about that stuff over there. This is why she was in the midst of having his kid over there, only for a week later for them to all be under the same. It's completely madness, and
it's just like it's like a show. It's like a network television show. Like, it's all scripted. It seems like it's all scripted for sure.
It's madness. These people have no shame, and you can't shame the shameless, though. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say it's pimp culture from him being from LA. Like, there's a video of him cursing her out, talking about, listen, any bitch that's with me, they gonna be on my program. Ain't no bitch gonna confirm. I ain't confirming no one shit. You can come on mine. If you don't like, you get the fuck out. Go fuck with one of them niggas. Tell her just like that on TV. And it do be like that. As much as she likes to buck this, that, and third, she every time comes back and folds under his program.
Maybe Blueface is just a good leader.
He says he make her all this money. He talks bad. When they're bad together, he talks crazy about it. That's why I'm like, this shit's throwed. And it's like, that nigga just be talking. Let me show you how this nigga talks in my inbox. And it's a whole different thing. I'm like, but how are you cool with him saying this shit, though? You know, I'm sure he is a different guy, but how you cool about this? Is like a narcissist / pimp. It's crazy. It's crazy. She's either completely dumb, but it is crazy. I don't know, man. We know for sure there's something wrong with her. There's something wrong with her.
Brainwashed?
I feel it's pimp culture. I don't know.
Probably brain damage.
That's what pimp culture is. Pimps brainwash their girls.
But he be saying she be cheating on him, this and all that third. So how come he can't? I'm like, as a man, there's still something wrong with him too? Like, as a man, where's your pride at? Because as much shit as he talks, he still folds back and still does love her. The nigga he's lying.
Exactly. He's saying this shit, but ain't no proof of it though.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe he'd be like, that ain't my kid. She done slept the horns, or she be calling her. He be doing it. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Airing her out, talking about her house is dirty. This, that. He doing all sorts of shit that you wouldn't do to someone that you actually love. Which you would think not a normal person, but then he's in her inbox talking super crazy, wins her back every time. Like I said, this guy done whooped her dad's ass, and she done whooped his mom's ass. What kind of couple you think like? And she's threatening to whoop his other baby mama's ass. And this is just a triangle of just a train wreck of madness, and they just keep it going. And like, hey, and they're rich. Who could tell them anything? You know what I'm saying? That's Zeus Network getting them checks. He doing what they want. I remember he dropped the music video for his other baby mama. Horrible. He got her a BBL and his other baby mama showing video. That's horrible. That's what I'm saying. Everything that you think that he could shame his own girls for, he does, and it's still they don't break that shit. It's crazy, bro. I don't even know what to call what Blueface got going on. And we thought 6ix9ine was clout chasing. What Blueface does is a different level. And it's like a train wreck, but he's getting paid. So what can we tell him? As much as we hate him in America, we like to make our own thing about people, and we assume that they must hate this. But what can we say at the end of the day? If this country moves on dollars, and they don't have to get up and go to work in the morning doing that, they just get to live their life, crash out, get paid, do hostings, party, and just keep it moving.
Yeah, eventually we're gonna realize Blueface is a living legend.
Slowly but surely, right?
It is what it is.
Yeah, if he like it, I love it.
Yeah, we pay for bad behavior here. I'm saying you see Natalie Nunn this past week. They said I seen online. They said she wasn't getting no ratings or anything like that. Zeus isn't picking her up, and you see on Twitter like a video leaked of her playing with herself. These people know how to captivate the audience. And like I said, I don't subscribe to Tubi. I don't figure y'all do, but they said they're doing better than a lot of network television. So that ratchetness, that crazy shit that's going on, that utter filth that we call it.
There's
a place for it. There's a place.
I'm gonna go on a binge watch on Tubi shit because I see
said
too
I'm
much
gonna do
shit
that one of these
on
days.
Tubi.
I want to do it one of these days because isn't
Tubi free?
It might be. I don't know, but I've never.
I don't know, bro.
I want to go on it. I know Eddie loves it. You know what I'm saying?
No, because I be seeing you see the clips of these B movies, C movies, I guess, and
that'd be looking crazy.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it seems hilarious.
Yeah.
I want to go.
It's
on
like
it just
hilariously horrible.
Yeah, I want to go on it just to see it. And there's other movies on there, but you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, it's crazy. But as much as I don't want to be too highbrow that we just pass it up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is how I felt like back in the days of music I felt was trash. And I felt like I was too highbrow, hoity-toity, listen to it only for me later to be on gummies. But like, bro, this shit is fire.
I don't think you're gonna say that about Tubi movies.
Yeah,
maybe, but there might be a place for it. It might not be fire, but
there might be a gym somewhere in there.
Entertaining.
It might be entertaining. You know what I'm saying? It might be. You just know what you're gonna sort of be like, bro. This is trash. This is hot trash, but I love it. This is the perfect level of hot. I like to keep it over there, but
you're gonna find a gym in the garbage. There has to be at least one gym on the whole network.
And you know what I'm saying? Jocelyn over there making a killing. All sorts of people out here. They say Jocelyn's like the highest paid person on reality television.
Is that Zeus or Tubi? What Jocelyn
She's on
is
Zeus. She's on Zeus.
Yeah, that's two different things. It's hard to even tell
the difference between the two, which is crazy. Yeah, she's on Zeus.
Zeus is more like those reality shows.
Right. Tubi
Yeah,
is
Zeus
like
is doing that. Yeah, they're doing a
movies.
lot of the network. Yeah, Tubi's like free. What's name? But yeah, my bad. So I think she's on Zeus. My bad. Blueface and him.
All right. Speaking of other couples, Nate, what you got for the tea this week?
Let me go in there. What we had, the nigga tea, right? Was it called
Nigga T. My dog got that nigga T.
Nigga tea. What do we had it for this week? This was the breakup of Jeezy and
Jeannie Ma.
GMI. That took the world by storm. Jeezy ended up filing for divorce, and in Black Twitter fashion, all it was a celebration and laughs and jokes and this, that, and third. You know, people are very fucking miserable, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's two reasons. Because one,
I think the celebration was only because she's not black.
There's two. It's that, and it's kind of 50-50 because she did one time on The View, she did say that, you know, she loves black guys. Is that she was married to a white guy. She was like, so for me, you know, it's black on the side, but white meat. She like, but black meat on the side, but white meat leaning mean. White meat keeps me leaning mean. That's what she marries. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And people are like, oh no, what do you mean like that? Like she fetishizes a black man, but she wouldn't marry him. But she even in that same segment, she's like, no, that ain't what I mean because my husband's white. So though I love black men, so when I go home to it, well, I did date black women at the time, and now she ended up with
that's
Jeezy.
wild.
Yeah,
for you to be married to a white man, married to a white man and say I love black men.
She used to date black men, but now she can't just keep saying I used to love. I only love black men. She's like, they're like, well, how do you say that? What do I got? Well,
she didn't say I loved black men as past tense. She said I love black men.
But you know, but for me, it's
why you're
black
married
on
to
the
a white
side,
man.
but white. And she's like white meat keeps me lean and mean. That's for me. That's what she was saying. But I think she knows what she was saying. You know what I'm saying? There's some motherfuckers that's good on paper, what you could take home to. We don't like to hear it, but we know the fucking truth. She's keeping the truth. She might say she fuck with niggas she ain't gonna put my wife on. And we don't like to hear it as bad as that's her preference. What's the problem?
It's racist.
It's not racist.
True.
It's
not true. Because Jeezy is good on paper.
It's her truth. Is he?
Because her truth is racist.
He hit her with a divorce and left her with a kid.
Her truth is racist. That doesn't mean there's nothing wrong.
Nate, what you saying?
There's anything wrong?
Nate, what you saying? Niggas gonna nig.
And that's what they said online. They said she wanted the black woman experience, and now she got one. That's what they said. And I was like, damn. And y'all so eager to try to prove her wrong. Y'all out here looking bad. Y'all out here looking black women looking crazy. That's the black woman experience. That's what y'all want to take credit for. But you know, in regular Twitter fashion, people being miserable. That's what it was. It was just nothing but celebration and jokes, though. I don't think one person felt bad about it. I'm like, damn, bro.
We don't know these people. What you want me to feel bad about?
I mean, it's a divorce. Like, usually when the people speak of divorce, some people are like, oh, that's sad. I like to see him go. Other people are like, oh, that's what they get. Jeezy not back to the same. That kimchi wasn't kicking. They just was jokes and jokes and jokes. And like, damn, motherfuckers is miserable, bro. And like, you know how bad you got to be for a nigga to file for divorce, which is true. Because men usually don't file for divorce. But, you know, she was a boss. You know what I'm saying? And some bosses
I need to hear Jeezy's side of the story. What was his reasoning for leaving?
People were speculating rumors. People were saying that online, saying that they thought she was crushing a little bit heavy on Mario Lopez. And there's a video of him when she came and brought the baby on set, and you see Mario Lopez kiss his baby on the cheek. He's like, I'll be damn, I let that nigga make kiss on her. Like, what the fuck y'all talk? You know, people try to, and then people try to say maybe it's a cultural thing because there's other footage of her saying that she didn't realize she had a bad temper till she got with Jeezy, but she'd been saw on her mom and on her grandmom, and they're like, even with your last husband, she's like, no, but she's like, but in my world, when you're like a boss chick, a lot of people become yes men and kind of just tell you what you want to hear. But with him, he wasn't with that. And that wasn't until he mirrored it back that I was able to see it. You know what I'm saying? They're like, all right, but like I said, bosses ain't gonna measure bosses sometimes. So she been bossing for too long and met another, you know what I'm saying? She met the, you know what I'm saying, trapper of the year. Yeah, nigga, that was the trap of the year. That was, you know what I'm saying? That earned trap of the year what was it? How many times in a row?
3 times in a row.
3 times in a row. Yeah. He wasn't going for
Got a lifetime of baking soda and clientele.
Yeah, so he wasn't going for it, and he had to send it back to the streets, and that's what it is. What it is. So you know, it sucks. 2 years married, he got up out of there. He's fully vested. You know, we'll see how that goes. It's sad to hear, but it is what it is. You know, it's crazy to see. And, you know, after he did the divorce thing, the next day he posted online, I'm too busy going where I'm going to worry about who's not going with me. You know, it's very rare to see the guys do father. People are shocked on that, but maybe we get another fire album out of it.
You trying to turn Jeezy into Mary J. Blige, nigga?
No more
Listen,
pain.
Yeah, exactly. Give us that no more pain. No more cane. That's what you change to that. Still keep it,
No more cane.
keep it right on topic, dog. No more cane. Classic, but it's just people is just, oh, that's what she get, this, that, and third. It's like, damn, you misspeak once, dog. You acting like the woman said she was racist.
She might be. What is she? What is she?
Huh?
What is she nationality?
Who, Jeezy?
No.
Nah.
She's Vietnamese and something. Two type of Vietnamese or something like that.
You know them Asians don't fuck with black people for real, for real.
And Jeezy's Haitian and I believe Black American.
When did Jeezy become Haitian, bro?
His dad is. Bitten said that.
I ain't never heard that one.
Yeah, and his dad was
I'll
service.
take it, though.
You ain't gotta
You
take
know y'all
it.
Haitians. Y'all Haitians take anything.
I ain't
Pause.
one of the Haitians that like to claim motherfuckers that do that. He did say
Yeah,
his dad is
exactly.
Haitian.
Yeah, I like-
He brought it up years ago. You know, Haitians love to like
Just like
the draft.
you act like people don't like to claim celebrities. I'm sure the Germans are very proud of Arnold Schwarzenegger and
Hitler.
the dude from Baywatch.
Haitians be
Hitler's a
extra
celebrity.
recruited,
Who?
Hitler.
Hitler? Some people might still claim him too. I don't know.
though. They don't claim that one, right? You know.
Yeah, y'all take the celebrities of celebrities because Hitler's the most well known.
Big dog. Yeah. you put the city on the map.
Hey.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
You gotta chill, Nate.
Nigga.
You gotta relax, my boy.
And I just watched Glorious Bastards yesterday, though. Speaking of Hitler, classic. I might make that my thing to watch this week.
All right, what else we got? We got sports. Your boy Jason Whitlock is out here hating on the whole Prime family now. So he done left. He was hating on Dion for a minute, and now he done brought the kids into it. Shiloh and Shador.
Okay.
He's just saying these are not good people. He had a whole interview about Dion bringing hip hop into his program, and what hip hop bring, violence or beef. What beef bring, violence. It was like these niggas is too much nigging in Colorado.
That's fine.
It's a lot of nigging in short notice. You know what I'm saying?
Violence wins championships. Ask the Florida Gators.
They turn Colorado to HBCU like in a snap of a finger, bro.
That shit is beautiful.
That shit is crazy. Like that shit is.
White people don't love that though. They don't like that.
Some do, some don't.
The white people in Colorado don't mind.
The white people in Colorado, like they
yeah, because they're winning. Yeah,
it's not. But he didn't turn the city. It's like he treated Colorado like LeBron did. What's the name,
Cleveland.
bro? Cleveland. Like he turned that shit up, bro. Like
the whole city eating.
The ticket sale, the whole city, and so much celebrities are at the game. It's crazy. This man sold over $1 million in glasses after one fucking game. It's nuts.
Yeah, the average ticket prices for Colorado games are the highest in the whole
college
in the whole country. Yeah,
you see, the only thing I don't like is people acting like he's doing too much. Like, where did y'all think y'all got Deion Sanders from? This is the same guy I've been watching my whole life. It's not like this isn't. He just made this character. This ain't a one-off. This literally is him his whole career.
It's because we're not used to that character being a football coach. We're used to Spurriers, old white man.
Yeah, we're not used to that character being a leader.
That's true, but
and being labeled a leader, like a head coach.
But if that guy, it's not like if he just came in there humbled and they're like, you know what you're getting. This guy's been this. He told you he made the primetime character because Deion Sanders isn't flashy enough. He's not big enough, but primetime is. Even since high school, that's why he made that character. I don't know, what was that for the big enough? Yeah. So he's been carrying this primetime. So the fact that he even calls himself Coach Prime, you should have knew what you're getting. And he came in there, he lights it up. He went to the HBCU for Jackson State, turned that around, got them fire-ass dress code, got this out there, left there. Black folks were real salty that he left there. A lot of black folks were mad about that, saying that he sold out.
I ain't never heard black folks complain about a nigga getting a job.
Yeah.
Another job. Black folks was wilding.
Yeah. Dude, and what I hate are HBCUs founded by black folks? That's what I don't get. What's the thing? I know for sure they're supported by the state.
I don't know if it's founded by black folks, but it's for black folks. Just like NAACP was founded by
I'm pretty sure
white folks,
most HBCUs were the founders were black. I know Bethune-Cookman was.
Yeah. I don't know if Jackson State would. I know most of the funding, if anything, or not they're supported by the state. So us acting like him leaving there is actually beneficial. Like I don't see the correlation. You act like the money's running back into black people's hands. It's not. There's no damn difference. It's an institution. So it's good that we could go.
For all this popularity right now that Colorado's getting, that would have been for Jackson State right now.
No, it wasn't because he was at Jackson State for 2 years.
Yeah.
And they were popular for those 2 years.
Yeah, but there wasn't this.
Yeah, he went to a bigger market and he proved that he's proven at a big market. So each time he elevates to a bigger market, he takes everything with it. It multiplies over. And like you said,
next step NFL.
And he said
he ain't doing an NFL.
NFL wouldn't go for that.
He's not go for that. Don't let Dion trick you. He's going to the NFL.
I'm telling you,
like you don't want them first. I ain't doing NFL. I ain't doing NFL. And then when there's an opening, could it be Coach Prom? I could see Dion within 4 years in the NFL.
Which one of these white owners? Which one of these white slave owners would have Dion running their ship?
It's got to be a loser team. Because he turns it around. Because when you're not getting in because you're already losing, what you're gonna get it back in ticket sales and attendance. That shit is an automatic boom, and everything around you when he comes around. You go to a small market like
it's
Boulder,
different
Colorado,
what he was able to do in Colorado than he'll be able to do in the NFL. Because the NFL,
if you find a think of what's the sorriest NFL team that got like a very low.
It don't matter. They still got people on contracts.
Well,
so
I'm just saying
you can't come in like he came in at pause
and have
half of the team
players come to you.
Yeah, and have the teams that half of the team that he got rid of half of the team when he got there.
Yeah, you can't do that in the NFL.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah,
and
it takes time for you to build a team, and if you don't win, they get rid of you.
And there's no recruiting in the NFL. You have to wait till niggas are free agents. Niggas can't jump in. There's no transfer portal in the NFL.
Yeah. He's good where he's at. Just stay right at the college level. Just ball out right there. You can become, what's his face? The Alabama coach. He's been successful his whole career, his whole life.
Yeah, his shit is going down though. Pause.
Yeah, I mean, college coaches tend to outperform NFL coaches, ain't it? As far as the run they have and popularity.
Yeah, because it's easier for them to recruit.
Well, is that the reason?
Because
if you're a big team like Alabama and you're winning, all you have to do is go to all the high schools of these potential great players and be like, "Hey, come to Alabama. We win here," and they're gonna come.
Right, you can't do that in the NFL because you got to deal with the draft and shit like that. Free agency niggas already on contract, so you're not gonna get the best players every year like Alabama was able to do.
NFL don't have the option of where you get drafted and you just say you're not gonna go, like how they do in the NBA.
You can do. There's times that it's happened, but it doesn't happen often.
It's rare where you can reject the draft and they'll sometimes, we're going to trade him because you don't want to go. It happens.
Because I know Peyton Manning was under that situation where he got drafted to a sorry team and his dad was like, nah, he ain't going over there. He ain't going to go play with that team.
And before it becomes something, the team before it becomes shit, I guess before everyone thinks about it, they're like, we're going to comply. It's rare, but it happens where you get drafted and the guy's big enough and I ain't going and the whole system are like, fuck it. Where's the pause on? Man, I'm not catching him. I'm wilding today.
Yeah, bro. You want something else, bro.
I didn't hear that one.
The guy's big enough. Come on, bro. you wilding.
We need to take the power away. We need to take this away from Juno. He's overusing his power.
How niggas is doing wilding?
With great power comes great responsibility.
Niggas said nigga's big enough. He can do whatever he want. Come on, bro.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
All right, what else y'all got in sports? Nah, that's the last topic.
Yeah, that was the last one. You seen the Shannon Sharp and Dwayne Wade?
No, I ain't watched that Sassy interview yet.
You have to go back and go into it a bit more.
And I'm only saying Sassy because of Dwayne Wade.
The disrespect. Well, what else I got on?
That's it. Y'all boys got any recommendations for this week? I don't got nothing this week.
I'm gonna give y'all Inglourious Bastards since y'all boys are talking about Hitler and Germany and all that.
We was not bigging up Hitler, nigga. That was you.
That wasn't me. That was Swerve.
That was you bigging up
No,
Hitler.
no,
That was
sir.
Swerve.
Did
I
not.
didn't say bigging up. I said y'all boys are bringing up Hitler. No one was bigging up Hitler.
Except you. That's what you were doing. You was calling Hitler the big dog. Pause.
No, that was definitely you. Listen, Inglorious Bastards. I'll give you that. That's a throwback movie. That's worth watching. It's either on Amazon or Netflix. You can find it. Inglorious Bastards.
What about you, Swerve? You got any recommendations?
I've been watching, that new season of, I'm gonna say Force, but nobody knows it as Force. The Power Show with Tommy. Yeah, I've been watching that. I actually just caught up to the last season, so I'm gonna start watching this new season that's on right now.
Do you have to understand the other backstory of Tyreek and shit to understand Force? Or is it like its own thing?
I just assume that everybody who watches the Force already knows the backstory, but I don't think you really need to know the story. It's pretty much him trying to do his own thing. He's trying to become like a kingpin, like a boss of a new city. Like he left New York, he went to Chicago, and now he's just trying to take over Chicago.
Okay, yeah.
Which is crazy because he's by himself and he's like going against like these mobsters and these other like crews and stuff. And I'm like, why don't they just take this dude out? This dude is literally by himself. But somehow he be maneuvering through the city and can't nobody get rid of him.
Well, folks, y'all know what to do with. I done fucked that up. All right, folks, y'all know what time it is. Hit us up on That's Absurd on Instagram, That's Absurd on Twitter, That's Absurd Podcast on Facebook, and you can always drop an email at that'sabsurdpodcast@gmail.com. And you know that voice line is always open. You just got to search through the show notes, click on that link, drop that voicemail. We'll definitely get you on the pod. Did I miss anything, Swerve? I felt like I did.
Oh yeah.